Far to the north, on the borders of the bitter ice, there lies a harsh and brutal land, a land with no space for the weak or the cowardly. Here, dwell beneath the frozen peaks, and warriors venture forth on raids to bring back rare treasures from distant lands. It is a cruel land, but for them, it is home. And when a new threat rises, our heroes must take up arms and place their lives in the hands of Lady Luck, for the sake of their home, for the sake of Isfjell. Alright, so last week our party set sail northwards, having heard dire news about Chrysara's sister Amalia. Stopped off at the family home of Aldous, met Aldous' approximately 30 billion relatives, dropped off a dragon with them, and also their 2 temporary passengers who they'd picked up previously in a storm. So they left Harrow and Nettle behind at Isfjell, but they do still have with them a couple of items that were gifted / acquired from the 2. But so they took their boat and they set sail. I'm not sure if that's still the right word, but they flew their boat at quite high speed northwards towards the bitter ice. As they approached the site that they had been informed was where the strange alien creatures were digging underneath the ice, they saw another flying boat. And in a considered and calm and practical manner, they hid in the icy sea frost and let the dangerous boat go flying by. And then chased it down and took it.
That was me starting that.
So, a scene opens on the windswept ice of northern Isfjell. A rising wind is whipping up snow off the rocky ground. You can see outcrops of icy rock around you. And one large boat sits on the ice. One of its supporting wings singed and burnt by Aldous in the fight. Its pilot and its crew now dead, apart from 2 local human recruits who have surrendered. And above it hovers the Cloud Maiden, Chrysara, frozen in the chair, having been transfigured into part of the ship itself last week. And as the last of the enemies is slain, we pick up moments after the fight is over. The 2 locals just looking from Aldous to Torvald and down to the boat nervously. The surrender thing still stands, Mom, milady, Madame.
That's fine.
Don't just don't kill us.
Okay, sit down.
Yep. They glance back and forth to each other. Like, are we? What are you gonna do with us?
We don't know yet.
Right.
Let's see. So from DM, from what I remember, Adair is on the ship that is now grounded, correct?
Yes, Adair and Ira are now standing down on the ship that is grounded. Whereas Torvald are in the air, only about 20 feet up, I believe. It's not far down.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to look at Torvald, and then I'm going to look at Chrysara chair. And then I'm going to go sit on Chrysara chair's lap. Because we can't leave our friends down on the ground. And I'm going to try to convince her to land for a little bit.
Can we just shorten that to Chair Sara?
Chair Sara.
Okay,
This is... Make me a persuasion check, because Chair Sara, you can feel the push and pull. She's gonna go north and rescue her sister. I can't do a Chrysara impression. She's got places to be more important than this.
So 11 plus 10. That's 21. If I'm doing it right, let's see. I've got my charisma modifier is +6, persuasion is +4, and then I rolled an 11.
Probably. How do you get a +4?
My persuasion itself is +4.
That would be what you'd add.
Oh, just the +4?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'd get a 15.
That is enough, and the Cloud and Maiden sinks down to settle on the ground down beside the other ship, and you see over on the other ship, your eldest, Adair, and Ira, looking, I think, quite beaten up from there.
Yes.
Are you two all right?
I'm alive.
I'll shake my badger head.
What do we want to do about the new boat?
We're keeping it. We're keep.
I think we should keep it.
Hey, we're keeping it out, don't we think, Ira? Something.
Sure. I mean, I don't know if it's. We took a chunk out of it.
It might not be flyable right now.
Well, we're not going to go flying anywhere off right now. I mean, Adair's in no shape, or I can have a go at trying to fix it, or...
Well, we need to keep going north. I don't know if we have time to stop and fix the ship.
Unless you want to stay and fix it and then catch up to us.
I can give that a try. That seems a perfectly reasonable course of action. That would definitely be something I'd do.
Do you want some help?
I'm
I'm going to look at the two new people.
Wait, what are our other options?
Go with us up north.
I'm quite good at boat mending. What do you think, Eric? I had a week to name these people, and I forgot. Yeah, I think we could stay help this dwarf mend this ship. I mean, right. Well, you get over there, and Bubble starts sort of ordering and directing his two new subordinates around. We'll get back to whatever the hell they are up to when Torvald returns next week.
All right. Adair and Ira, are you coming back on board?
Yes, I pick Adair up like I'm holding him like this, and then I carry him over onto the other boat.
Yeah, the mist and sort of snow fog is rising a little higher now, and meanwhile, not so very far away from where this is all going on, the mouth of a cave, Rosa and Four you, from the mouth of the cave where you've sort of been staying for a short while, you hear a commotion outside. You hear explosions, thunder, sounds of things crashing, falling, catching fire, boats being slammed into boats. And then after only a few seconds, perhaps a minute all in all, it all falls quiet. And out there in the snow fog, you can see the distant foggy shape of one of the ships that you'd seen at the encampment in the north. It settles down onto the snow, and it's not so very far from the entrance of the cave. And the wind carries with it voices. I have no idea what your stats are, so both of you make me a perception check, please, and I'll work out from that vaguely what your perception.
Great. Mm-hmm. My eyes are open.
13.
Baby. Natural 1.
Okay, I take all that back. 4, you have no idea that any of this is going on. Rosa, you hear snatches of voices drifting towards you. You hear, "Aye, well, we'll better get repairing it then." A few more snatches of sound drifting towards you. A mention of going north, and you hear a whisper of a voice, maybe carried by the winds, or maybe from inside your own mind. They have come.
For they're here.
Who's here? Who's... Oh, it's the spirits, aren't they again? They always make me feel so slimy. Do you have to talk about them here?
No, that
They can help.
they can help. The spirit said so. They're the noise. They're coming this way.
Oh, all right. Well, let's go follow the spirits then. That's what we'll do. Right, of course. Maybe don't be so creepy if they're friendly. It's like that,
Yeah.
like the face you just made. Don't do that.
The normal face.
Oh, don't do that either. Just, well, maybe they're blind. Maybe they're blind. Let's go. Fine. Now, walk that way.
All right. So as you head down the icy slope, down from your cave entrance, you see there's not one boat but 2 boats settled down on the snow, and there appears to be a small group of people around them. You can see sort of through the fog. You see a form of a dwarf in heavy armor, sort of busy commanding 2 men dressed in the very familiar style of Isfjellians you've met before, lots of furs. But alongside of them are 2 women, one of them in quite unusual looking armor. 2 women, a cat, and a badger.
What?
A handsome badger.
Oh.
And I'm still carrying him like a cat.
And as you draw nearer, the cat hisses and turns to look towards you. And Aldis, Ira, and Adair, you see 2 figures stepping out of the white towards you. And, well, Rosa and Four, what do they see?
Well, I'm walking first, so I'll go first, I guess. You see what once was a handsome man. His hair is now raggedy and long, overgrown, sort of stringy. He's got a messy goatee beard combo, also dirty blonde, and he's in he's not dressed for the weather. He's in like a fluffy shirt, very airy, a single satchel over his chest, 2 swords at his side, and looks like he belongs more in a tavern than where he's at presently.
Rosa.
He's human, by the way. So I don't know.
Rosa following behind. Looks like she's got this sort of tribal-esque feel to her. The clothing is very tattered, but it is made of thick wool. It looks very warm. Kind of has this overbearing, overwhelming aura around her of very creepy eyes, just staring, very fidgety movements, but just seems to follow for its guidance, but almost doesn't make eye contact with any of you. She is also human.
Hello? How? Maybe they know me. Hi.
Hi. Who
Aldous,
are you?
Aldous, are they the Fae? Hold on.
Oh, are you Fae?
Don't. Okay.
Sindri, are they Fae?
Well, I swing both ways, I suppose, but
Okay. They're not Fae. Sindri said so.
Okay. Adair, do you want me to let you down?
I will hop down out of your arms. Rub up against your leg as a thank you, though. But
No.
and then go curl up in a corner and slowly bleed to death.
Oh no.
Are you about to make some sacrifices?
No sacrifices.
not that.
Not
They
yet.
2 4-legged friends.
No, we're not. No.
Well, maybe.
What? We're not sacrificing anybody we have in our presence right now.
I guess they keep their food fresh.
Don't mind her. She grows on you. Maybe. I'm still letting it grow on me.
Does she have the... Is she covered in fungus?
Rosa is not covered in fungus.
There's some fuzzy
She's
bits,
covered in
maybe.
dirt. She looks gross, though. I'll tell you that. Like, it's not fungus, though.
I don't... to Ira, I don't see any fungus on her.
No, I think she's just awkward.
Are you... So you don't recognize me?
Who are you?
No, of course we don't.
What the Suppose I am in Isfjell. This is Isfjell, isn't it?
Actually just outside up in the north. You're almost at the Bitter Ice.
Oh.
We're at
Your
the Bitter
crew.
Ice. I'm gonna pull out my map. Where are we?
Alright, hang on.
Your crew, for they laugh at you.
You are almost
Stop
off the
saying
edge of the
that.
map. Currently, you're
Fantastic.
about on the E of Bitter Ice.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
I'd say
So
you're definitely by now in what would class as the Bitter Ice.
okay, yeah, we're on the Bitter Ice. What are you doing out here?
Great. What are you doing out here?
Oh, we're about to go kill some aliens.
She said what, not how.
I'm very confused about everything that's happening for the past month, 3 months or so.
Do you want to just come
Us as
up on
well.
the boat so we're
I'm
not
very
yelling?
tired of yelling. Yeah, exactly. Give me 1 second. Is it in the ocean? Where?
You're
Your
on.
boat is just sat on solid land.
All right, that's fine.
There is no water in sight apart from
Great.
snow and ice.
Okay.
Um, Ira is going to throw a blanket over Chersara.
Yes, Rosa.
You see, when you step on the boat, that there is an ornate, sort of silvery wooded chair at one end of it, with what appears to be a statue of an angry-looking woman sat in it.
Blanket.
Covered-
That's normal.
They
What's
are
normal?
useful.
They're useful.
Bring them with us.
If you say so. Pleasure to meet you. I'm For the Boon. I'm sure you've heard of me.
No.
All right. Well, I'm sure.
They laugh again.
Yeah, I know. I noticed. Thank you, Rosa. Again.
I'm gonna look for Adair, and if I see that he is covered in blood, I'm gonna go and try to, I don't know, wrap his wounds, I guess. 'Cause-
Well, as you approach, he will shift back into human form, and he is pretty messed up.
Okay, in that case, as soon as he's in human form, I am going to try to, I don't know, tear up a blanket and try to wrap his wounds.
Whack the boon, wrap the boon.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Have you got a?
So,
Yeah,
is that
make me a medicine check, Aldous. I might give you an extra.
I
Good.
got a 16 plus 1, so 17.
Adair. Heal me 1 point.
I'll take it.
He's being
Thank you.
healed.
Not useful like that. And she's gonna cast a healing word at first level at Adair. So that is 7 healing.
Assuming that he hears you say this, and do you make any gestures as well?
She just
That would-
stares directly in your eyes.
That's good enough. He looks up and says, "Thank you." And now he seems
I'm
to be
also-
somewhat fascinated by the fact you're staring at him.
I'm also rather beat up, just to let you all know.
Where are you hurt? I hold up what's left of the bandages I made.
A little bit of everywhere.
Do we need to just take a nap?
I'll be fine. So, for the boon,
It's
Rosa.
4. Fine. Just 4.
for
Mm-hmm.
Rosa.
Like the number?
Yes, exactly like the number, except it's my
Well-
name.
Okay, but if I say for and then I say Rosa as if I'm addressing both of you, it sounds like I'm just saying for Rosa as if it was for her, not your name, her name.
I don't quite
Which-
understand.
I just have to say Rosa for, but then I sound weird. Rosa for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Ira, and this is Aldous and Adair, and then Torvald's over there, and then we also have Chrysara, but she's a chair. Do not look at her. Don't ask questions. We're going to the north, and we're on a flying ship. And we've been interacting with the Fae. We think they're watching us. We have daydreams, nightmares about very terrible things happening. And also, Chrysara, who's now a chair, has a sister who might be dead.
And I sleepwalk.
At this point, Adair's just sitting in the corner going, "Do they always have to share every detail?"
Well, now I know
It
everything.
seems excessive. I mean, we haven't just met these people.
Great,
You-
now
you-
that I know you.
They didn't
You-
attack us.
You left out the pet badger.
Oh yes, I have a nice necklace.
North, why?
North? Why?
That's where the dead sister might be, if she's not dead. And also evil tentacle people? Question mark?
Not all of them are no, these ones are the green skin ones.
Green skin.
Right? And I point at the dead bodies.
Rosa, just full on, elbows for, and just looks at him and, nods and smiles.
We we only kill people when we have to. I know it looks like we just killed a whole lot of people. But they're bad people, and we're the good ones.
And we left those two alive over there.
The good ones with chair people.
And you can see now. You can see there are the bodies of these sallow yellow-green skinned individuals lying on the deck of the ship, and these are familiar looking.
Okay.
Because you have seen their encampment and you've seen them.
Okay.
And they're dressed in the same style as the guards you've seen
that we've interacted with
at the tomb. Yeah.
Okay.
And one of them, the one that's lying dead near the chair, is not armored but wearing robes similar to that of one that you've seen with the big scary guy with the massive sword.
Oh, so you've met. You did that. All of you did this then to these lots, and I kick one of them.
Yes.
Yes.
They've been abducting people.
Are you staying here? Would you like to stay? I need help.
We're going north.
What do you need help with?
I need a lot of help, and it's beneficial to both of us. I think you have a flying ship. I have a Rosa. We could perhaps help each other. If you're interested.
Are you offering Rosa in exchange for a ship? Because unless Rosa
will you take her?
fly and fit 5, the answer is no.
As they speak, Rosa, I don't know how close or how far away we are.
Aren't
but
you guys on the boat now?
Yeah, they were
probably.
I'd say we're in reasonable distance.
She's gonna approach the chair woman.
Don't sit in it. Don't touch it.
I'm going to put myself in between the two. Please don't.
Let me.
Please don't.
What are you doing?
She's harmless. She really is. She's harmless. Harmless little woman.
But the chair's not.
What are you doing? What do
Does
you
it
want
bite?
to do? She will if she becomes not a chair.
That's
You're very strange.
So, what is this help you need? If you could be a little more clear about what the issue is, that would help us decide.
I would say, but you look a bit. All of you look a bit rough. I'm beginning to second guess myself if you're even capable of accomplishing such a task. I mean, I'm not even sure you're up for the bat.
Fine with me. Good luck.
No, wait. You've already met some of them, and I kick one of these bodies. We're in. Thank you, Tis. We're in the business of excavating some treasure. You like treasure, right? Everyone likes treasure. But we can't really get to it because there's some of these people here.
I don't think we need to engage with these things anymore. And Adair's kind of going to back up a little bit from the group.
Rosa is just mimicking Mama, like Aldous, sorry, like side to side as she kind of stands in her way.
We could help in some way. Rosa's in tune with the dead, right, Rosa? She could find out if the sister's even alive. That could be useful, right?
How does that work?
I don't know. It's quite fascinating and scary at the same time.
Is she a priestess to Lord Grimm?
To who? No, probably not. I don't think she even knows who that is.
Are you a priestess?
The spirits talk with me.
Yes, they do.
Yes. They can help you. You can help them.
We can help, and you help. And she kind of raises her hand, which is just covered in dirt. Like, it's not a nice hand. She just kind of leads it forward and just says, "You?
Are you looking for a place to live? Because I know a lovely place."
I'm going to prestidigitate her hand clean.
Aura's also very smelly. We're smelly a lot.
So what was it you needed help with specifically?
Whether we deal with these people or not, it's pointless. I'd like to get into the tomb, if possible.
Tomb.
What's in the tomb?
I don't know.
What's supposed to be in the tomb?
I don't know.
Why do you want in it?
I don't know. Isn't that this wonderful time we're all having?
That's very weird, and I don't
Wait,
believe
is this the same? Is this the same thing that they're supposed to be? She points at one of the dead bodies that they're supposed to be excavating, because that's why they're taking people.
Oh yes, they are taking people. Several people. I've seen some prisoners. You seem like noble lot. Maybe I could help you find where these prisoners are. You know, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Maybe Rosa's too. Maybe you take Rosa away. Who knows? Anything could happen. I'm only kidding. Slightly.
Ira's gonna scratch his back.
Please. Is this a deal? Is this what?
I thought that's what you asked.
Oh, it's a metaphor. Please don't actually scratch my back. I help you, you help me. Us.
Oh.
Rosa and I.
Aldous, do you think we have time?
A dare? Should we try to convince Chrysara to help with this? I mean, if we can get rid of more of these, then that might be beneficial to everyone.
And Rosa supposedly could tell us if Amalia's alive?
She just peers over Aldous' shoulder and looks at the statue woman.
That's got a blanket over her.
It has a blanket over.
Yes.
That's terrifying.
I was looking for a blanket, but I can't.
Four asked me to scratch his back and then didn't welcome it though, so I'm not sure if I trust them.
I can still hear you.
No, you can't.
We're meant to find
All
each
right.
other. The spirits know.
What do you think?
A dare? What do you think?
I think we got very lucky this last time, and well, I know I took some chances that weren't very wise, and while I am always on board to protect and find Amalia, I think we need to be careful about who we pick as friends. And he's going to look not only at Four and Rosa, but also at our two new crewmates.
Hey!
Look, Adair was it? I would not say we're friends.
Mercenaries. We're just, here for the cash. And honestly, those people are really weird to work for. Like,
wait, can you give us more information about them?
I mean, I don't even know what they are. But they just turned up in our village one day and said, we'll give you gold if you work for us. If not, we will kill you. So we were like, yeah, okay, we'll work for you. And then, so me and Eric and a few others, they brought us up here to help fix their ship and dig our hole to find a tomb. And then they started bringing prisoners up here, useful ones to help us, but then really useless old people and
they were bringing magic users.
I was gonna say, yeah, random priests and people.
Are you two magic users?
No. Oh, us. Oh, that.
What village are you from?
It doesn't really have a name. It's up on edge of the ice. Villagers, perhaps putting it kindly. We're just kind of a small community, outcasts. We do a bit of raiding here and there, just down the south edge of Isfjell.
As they speak about raiding and going into places, tombs and things, you just the almost aura around Rosa just grows stronger and really unsettling feeling.
I'm gonna take a side step.
I am not gonna move my feet, but I'm gonna lean back away from her just a bit because I'm still staying between her and Chrysara.
She's still bobbing back and like trying to get past you, like not understanding that you're trying to get in her way. She's just gonna keep trying to go round you.
But you weren't thinking of trying to fly your ship right into their camp, were you? Because
that'd be a mistake. If the ship can't really fly.
I think that kind of was the plan, actually.
Oh no, they have many ballista. You would be shot out of the sky immediately.
Oh,
that'd be unfortunate.
Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome to. Maybe that'll be a great distraction. Second thought, you can fly, and we'll go on the ground. That'll keep all these people away from us.
4. How far away is this encampment?
Oh, a jog and a half, maybe. I'm not really good at distances. It's not far.
Time? How much time to get there from here? Apparently you live around here.
Oh, I don't.
Or you're walking past.
Do I know how far away it is?
So the cave entrance that leads in, sort of the back entrance, is only a few hundred meters up the slope from where you are now. As the crow flies, the main encampment is probably about a mile away, but it's sort of round rocks. So if you went over the ground, it would take you some time to go up and over.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's very close.
It's actually pretty close. If you sniff, you could probably smell them. It's the rocks. It's the rocks that keep everything out.
Actually, I don't think I smell them.
It's probably me.
Do you want to be cleaner?
Oh, I'd love to. Actually, I haven't had a bath in a very long time.
All right, I am going to use Prestidigitate more than once to clean his clothes and all of that.
That's the
there you go.
While she's doing that, I'm going to attempt to sneak past her.
And you probably do, because I was distracted.
I'll say, you know what, make me a stealth check, because I like making people roll shit.
Okay.
It's my job, make people roll things and pretend to be corpses.
Stealth. Okay, well that's a 9. To be fair, she's not trying to hide it.
Yeah. So as you're busy cleaning for, you just see Rosa sidling past.
It's not a threatening feeling you get from Rosa, I'll say. It's just uncomfort. That makes sense.
Adair will walk over, not trying to stop Rosa, but he will walk over directly towards her as she approaches the chair. Not going to try and stop her, basically just keeping an eye in case something goes horribly wrong.
Rosa just gets right in Krasara's face. Is it covered by the blanket or is it just on her?
It's covered. The blanket is draped over the chair.
Oh, okay.
I thought you meant you were just keeping her warm, but no,
yeah, I didn't know if it was like, oh, it's nice to keep warm, or if it was like a covering. Like,
no. Ira said she threw the blanket over when
the
you guys
blanket
came up on.
You threw over a dragon to try and hide the fact you had a dragon.
Yes.
She slowly like begins to like take the blanket off, and just for like her face. And she gets really close, and she just stares in her eyes, and she's like, there is no sister spirit. She lives.
All right, well, that was supposed to wait until our deal was accomplished, but all right.
Before they'll come.
Can you talk to Krasara?
Is she dead?
No, she's become with the boat.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Then no. For the spirits know what's best. They'll come. We're friends. They need to know that.
Well, if you say so. Proper introductions then, once more. I'm for the boon, famous adventurer, savior, hero, loved one, lovemaker, everything.
The goon,
We're...
Jeremy says.
Thanks, Jeremy. I am here to find something for my friend in the tomb. I don't care about anything else within the tomb. You can have whatever you want. I'm sure it's rich. Apparently some king or something was buried here.
The only thing that's supposed to be buried out here are giants, ice giants, things of that nature.
No. False. Pretty famous tomb here for some king. I'm sure there's some golds or whatever. You guys like gold?
I mean, there's dragons out here too, right?
Not that I've seen. I've only been here a little bit of time, so I don't really know the area. I've just been living off of sticks and weeds and the occasional rock.
Are you hungry?
Oh no, I'm fine. Thank you.
I like Rosa. I say we help them.
Okay.
And for.
I don't like you yet, but I like Rosa.
You will.
Well, at least we know.
Well, I don't trust any of them. I think I'm going to stay here and look after these boats in case someone comes and tries to steal them whilst we're gone.
Okay, Torvald.
I was like, is that Beard or Eric or?
They're a hive mind now.
Can you not tell my Torvald voice from my Eric voice? That doesn't surprise me.
That's fine. She just looks at Torvald and she kind of like bends over a little bit. Not in a condescending way, but just so she can get really close. The spirit weeps of what is to come for you. He doesn't have to come.
She does that.
Now I'm uncomfortable, so we should probably get going.
Yes. Are we We're not walking, right?
Oh, we most certainly are walking. We have a secret cave we can go into.
What about Chrysara?
What about the ship?
Share.
Torvald will be here.
Torvald, can you convince Chrysara not to go anywhere?
Aye, I can convince her, I think. I'm feeling, I don't know, the gods on my side.
Be safe, Torvald.
Okay.
Very strange ship.
Yeah. I am going to pack a pack or two of, essentials like food, and I'm gonna take another blanket, put it on under my cloak.
And as you're doing that, the cat pads over towards Rosa and Four. Looks to Rosa and then just looks at Four.
Yep. They tend to
And
do that.
stalks off.
Sindri, what's wrong?
I don't like him.
Is she okay?
She's fine.
Okay.
You can't hear the cat's side of that
Okay.
conversation.
I was gonna ask if I could hear it or not.
No.
No.
Sindri,
you can
did
just
you
hear
want to go?
Aldous' side of the comment.
Sindri, did you want to go with us, or would you like to stay here and keep an eye on Chrysara?
You're the boss. Deputy.
You're a cat. Do you want to go or not?
No, I'm staying here. Too much walking.
Okay. All right. Sindri's gonna stay here and keep an eye on Chrysara and Torvald and the boats, I guess.
And us.
Yeah, yes. Eric and I don't even know your name. Orm. Okay, thank you, Orm. Yes, the cat will keep an eye on you as well.
Great, all packed then. Let's go, please. Many places to go
Alright.
to see, people to avoid fighting. And I will get off the ship.
Okay, so we...
Adair's going to wait till they're off the ship and go speak to Torvald and ask him for that wonderful bottle of liquid that he keeps on himself that has come in so handy. Just in case we need it for something.
Aye, in case you want to have a nice drink or something, yeah.
Absolutely. And then he's also going to go over and sneak one of the bottles out of Chrysara's pack.
Those bottles.
Oh, rose bottle. Okay.
And as he comes off the boat, he's going to walk by Rosa and smile, and as he walks by 4, he's going to go... and
That's not the strangest thing I've seen.
They don't like you, 4.
No one really does ever since, Anyway.
They agree.
The spirits. Yeah, they would. Let's just get this over with.
Alright.
Well, before we go on, sorry.
Yes?
Rosa will put her hand on 4's shoulder and pull her forehead to his forehead. She's probably done this with you before.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to mind link with you so we can speak telepathically for an hour.
Okay.
Alright. More secret conversations, secret voices.
Yeah, once in like an hour, we
Okay.
will Zoom.
Alright, I'm establishing now. This is a telepathic conversation.
Got it.
Because otherwise it's going to get confusing.
All right, everyone, follow me. Watch
You got
your
that?
step. Got it. I'll lead the way back to our cave.
Talking to myself.
Alright. So, a short distance from where you landed the boats, the land starts to rise up. Of icy, jagged rocks emerging from the snow. And it's hidden sort of behind some outcrops of rocks and a few scabby-looking trees is the entrance to a cave. It's small enough that you could miss it if you weren't looking for it. That's big enough that a person can fit in there quite easily. And beyond it, a tunnel slopes downwards a short distance and then widens out into what is quite a dry and comfortable cave. 4 and Rosa, you've been here for some time now at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I assume you made some form of camp? Or...
Yes, yeah, it's very base. I have a very basic camp. There's a bedroll, and as I walk over, all of you would hear a, "You left me. How could you?" Yes, I'm sorry. And I'll walk over and pick up a sword and stow it in my holster. It starts talking, and it goes, "You will not regret," and I'll just sheath it. We're all set. I could care less about any of these things here, bedroll or anything. I don't plan on staying here any longer.
You'll notice Rosa has nothing there, just no possessions. Just probably like a little corner that has like little rocks and stuff moved out of the way, just so it's clear.
Oh, there's also there's also a bit of like a pile of like sticks and leaves and such. I'll walk over to one and I'll take a leaf and I'll start eating.
I'm still quite a bit in pain. If we're going to do anything intensive, I may need some medical assistance.
Oh, do you need rest? Is that what you're?
Rest probably will help, but
Oh yes, well, yeah, we could help or rest. I can't help. I know nothing about medicine.
What time is it, DM?
By this time, seeing as this is all the same day that you made your high-speed flight across Isfjell.
Yes.
So by this point, it is getting quite late in the day.
not quite sunset, or
It's hard to tell, especially now you're underground, but probably approaching sunset. So if you want to take either a short rest, or if you actually wanted to try and sleep in the company of these absolute weirdos, you could do that as well, but that is up to you.
we can
Rosa.
if you guys need to sleep, I can keep watch.
I can
or-
sleep. I'd love to.
Rosa gets up to Ira and just kind of like Ira, sorry, and just I can fix, or you can have my sleep space. And she kind of gestures to this random flat patch of cave.
If I take your sleep space where you sleep.
I can make another.
Oh, well, I don't want to disturb what you have going on. I can just make my own little sleep space. But I appreciate it. That's nice of you.
Rosa looks kind of dejected, but then just like smiles really creepily and heads over to her space.
I'll take first watch. I'm gonna say that to Adair, really low.
All right, wake me up. I'll take second.
Okay. I pull the blanket that's out from under my cloak, and I gesture to Ira and Adair, who wants it. It's still warm.
Please give it to Ira. I'll be
There
fine.
you go.
Oh, thank you. I will make my sleep space as far away from everyone as possible. Good night.
All right. So Aldous is taking first watch. Are any of the rest of you going to sleep, or are there any of the rest of you lurking about and being creepy?
I'll lurk about and be creepy.
Everyone, you're all creepy and bizarre at this point. Like,
I don't know if I'll go to sleep.
Would we have slept during the day potentially? Like, have we just sort of set out on the day, or would we normally be asleep this time?
We probably would have slept a little bit later.
Yeah. If it won't give me like, if I would have slept earlier, I'm happy to stay awake.
I'll say you two can stay awake if you wish, depending on what your normal sleep cycle would have been.
Yeah, we'd probably be reversed, honestly.
Yeah, probably be up at night. So.
Okay, so
yeah.
So the strange nocturnal people can stay awake.
Mm-hmm.
So Aldous, as you're standing guard, standing watch, Rosa and Four, what are you two up to? What is Aldous seeing?
Oh, I've sat right next to Aldous, like in the same area. I'm not gonna sit alone. There's people in my home.
At least you don't stink anymore.
Yes, it'll come back. Don't worry.
Oh.
Rosa doing the complete opposite, is sat in her sleep space, just cross-legged, just sort of staring off into the void.
Aldous, was it? Your name is Aldous, right?
Yes.
What's with the cat? Do you have a what is that?
She's my familiar.
Oh, so you use magic then?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. Question then. How do you control it?
It's more of a partnership.
Oh, no, not the cat. Cats can be trained, I suppose. I mean the magic.
Oh, I learned about it from my mentor.
And who would that be?
I don't know. I don't know exactly. I believe she's the Queen of Mirrors.
I didn't know mirrors had royalty. This is interesting.
She's Fae.
Oh, right. Of course, Fae. What are Fae?
Uh,
I don't mean to alarm you. I don't know much about anything.
okay. They live in a different realm.
Mm-hmm.
And are basic. I guess they would be made of magic.
This different realm. Can you go there?
I went there once, but I wouldn't try to do it again without learning more. It wasn't pleasant.
How'd you go there? Did you need a key or a doorway or?
Well, a spell was cast, and it changed the mirrors inside the buildings as well as one of the doorways. So That's...
All right,
I
well,
don't
that's
know what the spell was, though, because I wasn't the one who cast it.
useless to me. All right. But you said you're coming up north, right?
Mhm.
We're heading just all over the place. We didn't really
Okay.
plan on coming here. I would not fancy seeing you ever again. I don't like being with you. People tend to die around us, and it's unfortunate. But
Well,
I appreciate the help.
to be honest, we killed our mirror images. So, I don't know.
So you can't really say that stuff and expect me to continue the conversation because I don't really know where to go from here.
Well, how do you expect me to continue this conversation after you say you don't?
I just wanted to say thank you
us?
for helping me. I just wanted to say thanks for helping.
Well, you're welcome for helping, and I guess thank you for helping us in the very near future.
Well, Rose already sort of said that the sister's not dead, so...
Right, but, I mean, we still need to get her if she's not dead.
Oh, and you expect me to help?
I thought that was part of the agreement.
Oh, no, I can't. Unfortunately, despite how much I might want to do anything other than what I'm doing right now, I can't. Hands are tied.
Okay.
From my person that has gifted me magic.
Who's your person who gifted you magic?
Well, you've slain mirrors and crazy shit, so I can just come out and say it, I think. If you don't believe me, fuck you. I almost drowned.
Mm-hmm.
And something saved me.
The Stormbringer.
No.
Okay.
Something I think more dangerous than that.
What's more dangerous than a god? Or goddess in that case.
Do you know of beasts in the sea? Have you seen any of them?
We were dealing with some recently. They tried to kill us.
Do you know what a kraken is? Because I just learned what one is, and it's the worst.
Tis, I know what a kraken is, right? Or I've heard stories.
You've heard stories of the krakens that dwell beneath the sea and tear apart ships, and are generally considered fantasy horror stories on the same level as the giants. As in, people know that they're real, but they're not something people have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. But they are up there with giants and dragons as really, really bad news.
Aha, krakens. Okay, wait, were you almost killed by a kraken?
That bitch. He might have been the one that sank my ship. I didn't really think about that. Maybe. But they saved me. Now I'm doing
kraken saved you?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Normally they kill people and ships.
Right, well I gave them... We made a deal, like our deal. It's a lot like our deal. That's how I started doing it.
Uh-huh. Okay, what was your deal?
I say this because you seem the one that doesn't hate me the most out of your friends. I gave them my soul.
Oh.
And now I am another person's plaything. Even after death, and it's not great.
Wait, you're dead?
No. I almost died. I might have died, but besides the point. That's why I'm interested in how you use magic.
I don't know when it all started, but apparently things with the Fae, you don't really have to know when it started for it to start. Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to put everything on you. I've just only had Rose up for conversation, and I only met her I only uncovered her weeks ago, so it hasn't been riveting.
Uncovered?
Yes.
You are awake through all of this and can hear this.
I'm just. She just kind of looks over towards Four. Maybe they shouldn't know everything.
Mental nod. I was lying about everything.
That also doesn't help.
It does. I'm very persuasive.
I call bullshit on that.
Well, you have your secrets. We'll keep ours. That's all you need to know. Anyways, we going to this tomb? I need to find something there for my friend.
What are you looking for?
And I don't really know. I know what it's supposed to be.
You'll know when you see it, kind of thing?
Yep, that's what they've said. Or gargled. I don't really know how to describe.
So, as the
Anyways,
rest...
fancy a leaf?
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy the leaf.
No leaf.
The rest of your watch, Eldest, passes slightly awkwardly. And it comes towards the time for you to hand over to Adair, who said he'd take a watch. Meanwhile, as you're handing watch over to Adair, Rosa, you can hear the whispers of the spirits calling at you. Why do you hesitate? Bring them. Show them the way. Place it in their hands, and all will be right. But if the Gith get there first, don't let the Gith get them first. Listen to us. Listen to us.
Rosa just kind of, in the dust on the ground or any kind of rocks or pebbles, begins to make a map out of her recollection of this tomb and devises like a map almost in the floor, very, very thing. And you just notice her like just kind of moving around these like 5 like more distinguished like rocks, and just kind of like trying different paths and trials, and then she'll take a second and then restart and then try a different thing, and that seems to just be what she's doing. Looks like she's just sort of playing a game to herself.
All right, so Adair, it's now your watch, your turn to stop these people killing you in your sleep. And as you go through your watch, 4 is still up and awake, and
Hello.
Rosa is still being Rosa.
Hello, 4.
So you're a badger.
No, I'm a person.
Tell me about that. Oh, you're a person first and then a badger. How's that?
That's one way to look at it. I'm a person of the woods. What are you a person of, 4?
Person of the people.
The people.
I belong to everyone.
I see. So I heard your I think you said they were lies? The lies you were telling Aldous.
But no, those weren't lies.
Well, you said they were. I'm not sure. Should I trust you when you say you're telling the truth, or should I trust you when you say you're lying?
Ah, now you're getting it.
Okay. How did you end up here, 4?
Oh, I didn't end up here. We traveled. We intended to be here. We didn't intend on meeting those people.
When you say you uncovered Rosa, what does that mean?
Oh, it's like finding a hidden gem. It's like how you sift through the muck and grime of people and find.
Like you would dig in a crypt and find a body.
No, not even remotely like that. Why would you say something like that?
I don't know. The phrase uncovered, and you said you were digging around for things. I don't know. Somehow it just popped into my mind. And
of course not.
It's not such an odd thing. I mean, I remember hearing tale of a child that was found in the burned out hollow of a tree. I mean, I believe these things could happen.
What? I'm sure someone has uncovered a corpse and befriended them and gone on adventures with each other and such, but it's not us. No, Rose is perfectly normal.
No, she seems perfectly normal. I like Rosa. She seems like a very honest individual, unlike some other people we've run into on our journeys.
Yes, Rosa is fascinating.
Yeah. What's that game she's playing over there?
Oh, it's not a game. We've been here for quite some time, trying to get into the tomb. Now, I know my way around most things, but I'm still new to this. Rosa's more experienced.
She's really the one who leads your group, then?
Oh, we don't have a group. It's mostly us, and we go same direction. We don't really follow each other. We go together.
So would you call this a partnership or a friendship or just a
partnership is more like it.
Partnership.
No, partnership. I didn't seek her out. It just happened. As most things do with Rosa.
It's a bit cold in here. Do you not start a fire ever? Is there no airflow to keep it warm?
I don't really need a fire. We prefer to stay hidden, just so the people don't find us. They don't really know we're here. I like to keep it that way.
So, Adair's going
welcome to start.
Adair's going to hold his hand up and just kind of turn it slightly, and using his druid craft, he's going to do the sensory effect that predicts the weather. So, kind of a small globe appears floating in the air to give us an idea what the weather's going to be for the next 24 hours. And I think you're muted, Tiss.
I was rattling things as I was considering the weather forecast. Winds light to variable. Northeast veering north. Moderate or good. No,
So,
it's
is it going
gonna
to
be windy,
snow?
but quite clear. And there's a moderate chance of snow, but it's probably not going to snow. Probably a nice clear day, with the wind blowing from the northeast, veering to the north later.
As Adair
I was
does
appreciating
this,
my shipping ref.
as Adair's doing this, when it finishes, he just notices Rose has been grabbing some twigs from Four's leaf and twig pile, the ones that have been stripped of leaves, and puts them in a pile and just casts like a flame and makes like a little fire, and then just sits back down and continues with her little game.
Well, it looks like the weather will be nice for our walk tomorrow, For.
Is that what that was? I didn't want to ask, really.
I figured
How
it'd
does
be
that
good
work?
information. Oh, it's a gift I've been granted.
You as well.
Me as well, what?
Aldous said she was gifted magic as well. Where did your gift come from?
Oh, my gift is a gift of the moon. And nature. It's an energy that I draw from the forest and the world around me.
Oh. And how do you control it?
I ask it.
Ask it. All right. You have a strange crew. What are you doing? We haven't seen many people up here. We weren't expecting meeting anyone.
Well, and I mean this in the nicest way.
No.
You seem to me someone who doesn't really share things, and as you've noticed, Ira is a lovely young woman, and she shares a lot of things.
Probably too much.
And yes, and I'm just not sure if I should share these things with you yet, because you don't seem to be very
Fair.
open in sharing with us. And as much as I would love to tell you everything, because quite frankly, your life and the life of everyone here is in great danger, I'm just not sure I feel I should share it with you yet. Maybe you could do something to change my mind about that.
Are you hinting at something? Is there something I can do?
How about being a little more open and honest? Where did
Oh,
Rosa
about
come
what?
from? Where did Rosa come
Oh.
from, and why does your sword speak?
Oh, I can share that pretty easily, and I'll unsheath my sword. Yes, hello. This is my sword. They talk. Yes, I talk, and your hand is sweaty. Yes, it very is, and I'll place it down on the ground. One of our excavations that I've gotten. An agreement between. Do you know what a mimic is?
Yes, I'm familiar with the concept of this mythical creature.
Yes, well, this sword and I have made an agreement. This mimic and I. Much like Rosa, a partnership. A partnership, most unwilling.
I just
You
wanted
said
to
it
hear the
once.
sword talk again.
The ground is cold. You're right, I'll put you back in the place back in the sheath.
So that's wonderful. Well, we are here because, as was mentioned on the ship, Chrysara's sister has apparently been taken by the. I think Aldous calls them alien things. The unnatural creatures. That's what I prefer to think of them as.
I think of them as in my way.
Well, see, now you've shared something with me, and I've shared something with you. Where's Rosa come from?
I can't say that. I've been told to not.
So literally, it's not you won't say, it's that you cannot say?
Of course. Now you get it.
Very
Every
good.
time Rose's name has been said, she looks up excitedly like a puppy, and then when someone else responds, she's like, oh, okay, it's not to me. Like, she keeps like going to talk and then like not. Like, just like, I guess I'll continue my thing.
Alright.
So you seem to have a great interest in learning how to control the powers that weave themselves around the world.
Yes. I've only just started to do such things, so I'm trying to learn.
Really? How long ago did this happen to you?
Oh, a couple months ago.
Wow. And you've been here all that time, or?
Oh, here? No, we've been here only a few weeks.
Oh, I
Maybe.
see.
Not long.
In your journey to get here, you didn't happen to maybe see a ship trapped in the ice?
Did we?
You
I don't know.
have seen the Gith ship
Mhm.
in their encampment, which is by now quite iced over.
Okay.
It's not moved in a while.
Oh, yes. It's in the encampment, it's not far away.
Interesting. Did it look like the ships we had?
Yes. But just like larger and not as womanly chaired, I imagine.
You haven't happened to see the shadow of a large winged creature flying overhead, have you?
You have so many questions. No, I have not.
Well,
I've
good,
been
good.
underground most of the time.
Well, we might live a little longer then.
Great. Fancy a leaf, then?
What kind of leaves are these for? They don't look familiar
don't-
to me.
I don't know. I just eat them.
Adair
I
will
mean-
take a tiny piece of one corner of a leaf and taste it. Does he recognize the leaf?
give me the
Make
biology.
me a nature check.
It appears I've tasted this leaf before.
This leaf's lineage.
18.
Oh my god.
This is a really unpleasant tasting leaf. And you recognize it as time of year are we in? Well, what kind of leaves would you have picked for?
Whatever
Just-
is available. With a
Yeah,
band.
this is just some kind of burdock like thing. It's not poisonous. It's not hugely nutritious either.
Right.
The actual.
Lots of tannins, very bitter. I get it.
Yeah.
You probably could have picked a better leaf. You sure you don't want some food? We do have supplies. And if we're going to be journeying and traveling, you might want to have your strength up.
Oh, my strength is, I assure you, I'm never been more fit in my prime, as it were. But I would love some actual food, please. I'm tired of eating foliage.
Okay. I will.
I had offered earlier.
Yes, I know. I didn't trust you then.
I will take out some food, break it in half, and I will eat some of it and hand the rest to 4.
All right.
Right.
So the pair of you sit down, enjoy a little bit. Of
Rosa.
Rosa once again looks over like a dejected puppy, salivates a little bit, and then realizes this is not for her. It's back down.
I'll rip off a bit.
She's literally
whatever.
sat opposite you guys. Like, it's not even like she's far away.
Where did you find Rosa?
Who? I'll rip off my food and I go to it.
Yeah. So the three of you have a strange midnight picnic.
Yum.
And Ira, are you taking the staying awake for the final bit, or do the rest of you trust your new companions well enough to?
Oh no, I'm going to go wake Ira for her turn. At watch.
All right. So, Ira, you are now, as Aldous and Adair, slumber hopefully peacefully.
Do I sleep peacefully?
Oof. Her legs are twitching a bit, but she seems to be staying still for the moment, as during Adair's watch.
Like a dog.
But Ira, currently it is you and 2 perfectly normal people.
Hello.
Hello.
So you're blue.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
What do you want to know?
Are you blue from cold, or is that your skin?
That's my skin.
Fascinating. What are you?
As far as I know, I'm a genasi of the air.
I don't know what that means.
Do you see my hair? It blows around.
Yes.
And I'm
Very dramatic.
blue. That's about all it really is.
Oh, can you fly?
Kind of. I can levitate.
Do it.
Okay. I shall levitate. So basically, I just kind of focus for a minute, and actually, what I'll do is I'll look like I'm about to levitate, and then I look at you, and you start to levitate, or 4 does, I mean.
Put me down. Put me down. I don't like this. Put down.
I believe. Hold on.
Did
I
you
think-
stick me here?
I think you can make a concentration check to get down, but otherwise, you're up there, baby.
I'd like to not. Did you say concentration or
Yeah.
constitution?
Constitution, sorry.
Great for 15.
Okay, yeah, you're good. You can go down then.
Don't. I asked for you to. Don't touch me with your mind air thing again.
Oh, I just thought you'd think it was fun.
No, I don't like the idea of being in the air.
All right.
At least that air.
Oh, sorry. I just got excited.
It's fine. So do you make the boat fly? Is that you?
No, the boat kind of just flies on its own. Well, someone has to be sitting in the chair.
The chairwoman.
Yes, well, it wasn't always a chairwoman. That's a recent development that we're still working on. But we sit in the chair, and then we either fully become the boat, or we kind of become the boat, and then we fly through the boat. Not through the boat, like through it, but like...
Yes, I gathered.
Uh,
So you just all turn into wood?
No, that's a new, like I said, new development.
Oh, okay.
Normally I just sit in the chair and have a good time. Granted, Aldous recently has been the one flying.
Right. You don't do magic, do you?
A little bit.
Oh, really? How?
Well, that's a loaded question.
All right. I think I will not be here then.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna go check the perimeter. How about that? I will walk.
Lovely.
I'll walk outside.
When Four walks outside, Rose is gonna get up and walk over to Aldous. And as she's kind of like having a night like twitches, she's just gonna sit down and just kind of watch. Just kind of like looking fascinated. Just not doing any harm, but just staring, just watching.
She sleepwalks sometimes.
She gets up.
Yeah. She wanders off. That's part of why she has her cat, Sindri. Helps kind of keep an eye on her.
It's like whole time as she's talking, she's like she's just like responding, but she's not looking away from her.
So as you stare, Alice is, for tonight, sleeping motionless, as in a few tiny twitches, but she's not attempting to run off anywhere. Aldous, as the night comes to an end, and as the sun rises outside the cave, and as you awake, you see Rosa staring intently down at you as you wake.
Oh. You startled me. I wasn't expecting you to stand right there. Is she leaning over me, staring at me, or is she just staring at me?
Pretty much both. Like,
I am going to scooch a little bit away from her to try to sit up so I don't hit her when I do sit up.
She'll just sit next to you. Probably still kind of staring. It's really uncomfortable.
Yeah, really. Aldous keeps playing with like her braids and her hair and smoothing it down because it's awkward.
Rosa kind of copies.
Aldous, I think she likes you. She was watching you sleep most of the night.
Oh, did I wander off in my sleep or anything?
You kind of just... That was about it.
Oh, okay.
Very accurate.
I and they like you all.
Thanks.
Yes.
Very much.
That's nice of them.
Are we ready to
All
head?
right.
We're all awake.
Yes, you're all awake. Morning has come, though you're still inside this cave. You can see the tunnel leads further in and down off underneath the earth. This dark entrance. And important question. Do any of you have dark vision?
No, but as I look down, I'm going to... hold on. I'll look down at my small satchel and say, "Hi, little fella. You're incredible. Could you please supply me with a wonderful torch, please? You're the best in the entire world." And I reach towards it, and it does not open. Well, all right. I guess I'm going blind.
Where are we going? I can see.
Rosa, lead the way then.
I don't know if I have dark vision. I imagine I probably would, but I can't see it on the sheet.
Then you might not.
Then I probably don't.
No, it would say on
yes. So yes, there.
Does this
There?
count? Does this count as a full rest?
Yes. Yes. Those of you who were on the brink of death
have been saved.
have been saved. I'm feeling generous this evening. Please thank your benevolent god.
Thank you, DM Tis.
They say it's
Thank
okay.
you, DM Tis.
Do we do this every morning? Is this something that we do?
And the-
Thank you, dear.
And then you sacrifice the NPCs, or the guests in this case.
I have my own dagger. She's like easier.
No,
All right.
we'll do that later.
So who's taking the lead on heading onwards? And does someone have a source of light? Because if not, as the tunnel continues onwards, it is in pitch blackness. And Aldous, you can see this tunnel continuing and winding downwards.
I'll try again. I'm sorry.
Fine.
Rosa... Sorry, go on.
I'll try again. Please. Wonderful. You're beautiful. Everything you do is magnificent. You are truly a gift from the gods. Talking to my satchel, please.
Do any of you have a candle?
All right.
If it
Can I open my
doesn't
bag?
work, okay. Adair will look at Four, kind of shake his head and scoff, reach into his pack and pull out a torch, and put his hand over it and light it.
Why can't you be like that? Why can't...
Does anybody need like a candle or have a candle or other than the torch?
Rosa can just kind of make flames in her hand, but that's about it, like little flickers. But that's about it. But she kind of does it and holds her hand out towards the game thing she was playing last night. And
What is that, Rosa?
it's a map.
A map of what?
Where we should go.
Oh, okay. I'm going to pat down my belt of pouches and pull out one of my quills or pens or whatever and some paper, and I'm gonna sketch it.
Can't you be
What
like
I
that?
see.
Alright. I think, what do you see? I don't have...
Yo, you still have it in physical?
Hang on. Right, so...
had to get her tablet.
My tablet here.
Rosa will just kind of while she, with her other hand, move the little stones that are like kind of more rounded. She kind of pushes them through the tunnel, through like the best way and the quickest way possible. This is the way we're destined to go.
So,
Destined?
Rosa, I don't mean to alarm you, but that does lead near that creature that lives down there.
What kind of creature is it?
I don't know. We've avoided it.
What does it sound like?
It's a lot of growling, guttural, and I'm pretty sure it eats rocks.
All right. Well, let's head that way then.
Oh, you're just fearlessly going in? Okay, yes, yeah, let's go ahead towards that direction.
Okay.
That's
I finished drawing
Very
the map.
accurate, Tiss. Holy shit. I'm looking at it that you sent me. That's insane.
I will warn the souls down there are restless.
Just communicate with them and lead the way, Rosa.
Yeah. I'm going to stand in front of the people who have the light, though, so that it doesn't hurt.
All right.
my eyes.
So Aldous at the front. What's the rest of this marching order as we head off into the tunnels?
I'll be right behind Rosa, wherever she is.
I wanted to be behind Rosa.
Aw. Everyone wants to look at that ass. She's just gonna be like,
Rosa's very thick. I don't know if you noticed.
she's been eating all those leaves, my dude. They're gonna go probably next to Aldous. She's probably like she's following, but she kind of like occasionally like will look off route and just sort of stare at Aldous for a little bit and then back on route. And
Is
then
this a
back
single
at
file
Aldous.
or double width type cave?
You can make
I
it
guess
double
it'll be
width.
it'll be double, except you'll be in the back, I guess, by yourself.
I guess I'm going to be in the back with the torch, so screw y'all. I'm going home. I will since I'm in the back, I will hand the torch up to Ira. Since you're
Sure.
closer to the front and more in the middle and it'll light both directions, blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
All right. So Rosa and Aldous in the lead, Ira and Four and Adair at the back, ready to be picked off.
Got it.
Please, here's my kidney. If you could hit right there, that'd be great.
As you head off down into these tunnels, and they appear to be mostly natural passageways.
Mostly natural.
Mostly natural. Here and there, rocks don't being cleared away to widen out passages a bit more. And some of the rock formations are a little odd. Rocks that seem to have melted and bubbled and reformed in strange forms rather than being worn away by ice or water. And sometimes you swear it looks like something has eaten its way through the rocks.
Okay.
You can blame James for this.
Thanks, James.
What'd I do?
You said something chewed rocks.
Yeah, you said monster on this map.
All right. Well, we follow the path that Rosa was guiding me through as I was drawing the map.
All right. And so, as we head off down into the tunnels beneath the bitter ice, I think that would be a good point to take a break, if that's all right.
Yeah.
All dead. Okay, so our heroes and heroes' acquaintances head down into the dark tunnels beneath the ice. And Rosa and Aldous at the lead, you can see these twisting, winding tunnels ahead of you. And Rosa, you are familiar with these tunnels from previous explorations. Aldous, to you, this seems like a labyrinth of twisting, winding tunnels that don't really make sense, leading back on top of each other. And you can hear sounds. You two are at the front first, and then drifting down to the rest of you. You can hear something talking off ahead. Voices.
More than one.
That's it, more than one, talking over each other. They're calling to us, they're calling to us. Down in the deep, they're calling to us.
I am.
She's coming, they're talking. They're coming, they're talking to us. They're talking to us, they're talking to us.
I'm going to actively be aware of what's ahead of us, and I'm trying to listen to pick out what they are saying.
Make me a perception check, please.
Yeah, I'd like to also try and figure out what they're saying.
Oh, that landed on the floor. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
Ooh, that's a 21 for me.
That's a 9 from me. I'm so confused.
This just seems like incoherent babbling. Rosa? You recognize a tangle of words, some spoken in common, some spoken in older, stranger languages, and some even in the language you've heard that the Gith using to each other. This babble of words winding over and over each other. They're coming. They're calling. They're calling. Hungry. I'm hungry.
Do you have any more rations?
And it's getting closer.
Yes, and I'll hand her whatever she wants ration-wise. Although we'll have to reach past everybody in between us, but we'll figure it out.
I'll pass it like a line.
Yeah.
They're hungry.
Who's hungry, Rosa?
Do it like, I imagine I've never encountered a cluster of all of these things talking at once. Like I probably
don't really know what this is. Like, you know, there's things that live down here that you've not yet encountered. Whatever this is, it's not something you or four have come across in your explorations before.
I'm assuming she means the spirits are hungry. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I assume too.
The rest of you can hear it now as well. This talking voices, and ahead of you, you can see a meeting point of various passageways and tunnels in this tangled maze-like network, and you can see the floor in places seems to have been bubbled and warped, and something is moving ahead of you. This large amorphous mass from which this incoherent babbling is coming from, and you can hear it getting louder as it's moving towards you, not very fast, but definitely moving.
Wait, it's coming.
I'm hungry, I'm devour you. It's coming towards you, slowly.
I am going to stop, and then I'm going to go up against a wall.
Rosa will just copy Aldous.
Yeah, I'll
I'll
try
do the same, yeah.
I'll try and actively just hide behind a wall, behind like a bit of rock.
All right, hang on. I'm going to introduce you to a map, which I cannot take credit for.
No.
So, you are coming up from the bottom right of this map currently.
Okay.
So, you should be able to add yourselves as tokens to the map by dragging your character sheets on.
Hey!
Why are you so huge?
You're huge, dude.
I knew I was big, but not like this.
Oh.
That's almost nationwide.
I'll be, yeah.
Your crew say you're lying.
So you're coming up from that direction, and you can hear the sounds coming from ahead of you round this corner. So round the corner to your right, you can hear the sounds of this babbling, gibbering voices getting closer and closer.
As I'm against the wall, Rose is just gonna hold on to a weird, like, tribal-looking necklace, mutter a few things that are just non-understandable, and the aura that surrounds her always gets really intense and almost feels like you can almost see like an invisible barrier, and she casts Shield of Faith on herself.
All right.
I'm gonna run. Am I able to make it in time to this little outcropping in between
Yeah.
like this sort
I
of
think
thing?
at this point, as you run forwards, you catch a glimpse of something coming up round the corner, and you see coming up into sight this bubbling mass moving up round the corner. As you see this mass of teeth and eyes, writhing and bubbling mass, and
Wait, I can't
ladies
see what it
and
is.
gentlemen,
Oh no!
ladies and gentlemen, I would like you, please, kindly, to roll initiative.
Oh, gross.
That's not a second one. I'm just showing people better what it is.
My God, now there's 2 of them.
Just in case you forget.
I got a 3.
You too?
Is that
I got a 3 as well.
We both got 3.
Do you guys roll on roll 20 or?
We do live
Real
dice.
dice.
Okay. I didn't know how you did.
I mean, I rolled a 6 on roll 20. I could roll real dice? ?
first roll count?
Okay, cool.
So Aldous and Ira, pick between yourselves who would like to go first out of the pair of you. If you're both on 3,
Rock,
it's
paper,
entirely up to
scissors?
you.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Sure.
One,
Oh God,
two,
you guys are rolling.
We're doing it through video. Hold on. Let's just roll another d20 and see who gets higher.
Yeah, okay.
2 feet rope.
Or what did you get?
I got a 2.
I got a 19.
Nice. You go first.
4 got a 24.
Oh.
Thank goodness, because none of the rest of you could roll above a 10. All right.
Makes
Four.
sense, you're further ahead.
Rosie, you do have advantage on this.
I'm gonna consult my Ouija board. Joking. That's a 17.
Hey.
Okay. That's more like it. Okay, so 4, you are up first, and Rosa, you will be second.
Great. I will unsheath my rapier and then my smaller sword, and as I do, yes, I'm ready for battle. Shut up. I'm going to yeah, I'll move over here to the other side of this median in between this and this corridor, and I'm going to I'll do bonus action hide, and then I will cast True Strike on it.
All right.
So
I have no idea what it is. So do I need to roll something? Or do you need to roll?
No. It basically this will give me advantage on my next attack whenever I go to attack. So I point out my small short sword, and it's the hilt is like a tongue, so my hand is permanently slimy. And when I do, this like sliver of saliva shoots out and sort of splatters near this thing. So that'll give me advantage if I can maintain concentration on it.
Okay.
And I will bonus action hide for a 10. And
Okay. Rosa, you're up, and Adair, you will be up next after the horrific monstrosity, which is there. Hungry. I'm hungry with all its little mouths. Rosa.
Okay. I am going to she's gonna kind of pull out her pocket, grab this little vial of like almost looking like dust, and she's gonna blow it towards it and cast Ray of Sickness. So let me quickly roll this up. I don't know why my Beyond 20 is not working. Why am I rolling a d20? I'm an idiot.
Do I need to roll something?
Yeah, it's a con save of 13.
That is a 5.
Nice.
It's a 5. Welcome to Isfjell. This can't roll.
So she blows it forward, and this, as it travels, it just becomes to. You can almost hear like slight screaming, almost as if it, and then just envelops it in this green puff of like smoke in front of its face, and it takes 9 damage.
Oh. All right.
It's also poisoned till its next turn, or the end of my next turn. Sorry.
So that is poison. That is disadvantage. So, unperturbed by this, the creature surges forward with all its speed over the ground. It's not moving very fast, if you're being honest. It can just make it up to 4. And like, it sprints forwards with all its speed. It makes it 10 feet forwards. 4, you were not very well hidden, and you're exactly where you were.
I'm so handsome.
Devour, I'm hungry. I am hungry.
Ugh.
And it, as it's babbling and eating, it's going to try and, it spits it back in your face. I think it's just your sword spat at it. It is just this globet of spittle bursts out towards you, and I need to make me a dexterity saving throw as there's this sudden blinding flash of light that fills the space just back around you.
Dexterity saving?
Nice. Yes, dexterity saving throw. Hold on, what was that?
8.
8. Yeah. 4. Everything goes black
Give it to me.
as you are blinded.
Nice. Okay.
So yes.
I'll use this one just so I'm reminded.
Oh, sorry. Someone else is using. Sorry, I get used to people never using them. So I just.
Oh no, I use them.
I don't know what you guys are using.
Little tokens on roll 20 to help keep track of conditions.
Love those.
I'm
things.
really inconsistent with what I use to symbolize what conditions.
Me too.
Yep.
It just usually reminds me there's a thing, like for instance, this has disadvantage.
So I didn't take any damage from it?
No, you don't take any damage, but you're blinded.
Nice. That's alright with me. Alright, so use this anyways.
Still a bit of a damage,
Alright.
though, right?
Adair, it's your turn, and then Aldous afterwards.
Does 4 make any noise, or I know the mouther's making noise. Does 4 make any noise or anything that would kind of give away? Because I'm down the hallway, and I want to be legitimately fair here. Do I hear this?
Having been spat at, 4 probably would have gone, what the fuck? And then that's probably it. That's probably all I get.
Hang on, how close?
With that, Adair is going to run up in front of these people here. As he passes, he's going to mumble about, you guys would never make it at hunters. You've always got to charge in. Haven't you ever heard of hiding and waiting? And he is going to place his, seeing what's going on, seeing this odd creature down in front of 4. He's going to put his hands up, do this, and cast Entangle around the mouther.
Alright. Entangle.
That's a
So point out where you would like your entangle, and I'll.
I'm sorry, 4. I'm gonna have to put you in it too. I'm afraid.
I haven't heard that before.
These squares are 5. Yeah.
Yes.
That works
That?
perfect. Yeah. I was getting ready to draw my ubiquitous can't see it square, but you covered it. So
Is it a bigger area than that?
it's 20 feet square. So
one more.
Yeah.
Do I need to make a save for it or no?
Yeah, you're both going to have to make a strength saving throw.
Nice.
14.
I suck at those.
Sorry.
Okay, that's 12. 12 for the creature.
It is restrained.
4 is also restrained.
Crap. Sorry, 4.
Right up in its face, too.
I didn't know what the other corridor held, so I went to someplace else.
Somebody help 4.
So 4. Wait, are you entangled now as well?
You better
So
believe
you're
it.
blind, and these vines are wrapping their way around you.
Help! I'll do this.
This is not your day.
So many
All right,
stats.
Adair, is that everything?
5 to 15. I'll move another 5 feet forward, but that's going to be the limit of what I can do.
All right, Aldous, you're up, and after that, Ira.
Okay, so did I hear Adair say somebody help 4?
Yeah, I mean, if yes.
Probably.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to charge forward, grab 4 by the arm, and
Charge
try
forward?
Yeah, charge forward.
Forward?
Yeah. Grab 4 by the arm and try to drag him backwards. Because I can. That's 25 feet to him and then 5 feet back.
Yep. That wasn't, I didn't take damage from that entanglement either, did I?
No.
Okay, cool. Just double checking. Does Aldous need to make a save or anything, or no?
I think
She-
so, because
Is
I'm
Maya
physically
starting-
trying to drag you out of
Oh,
the entanglement.
Yep. Make me a strength check.
Yeah.
I think there's a DC to break. What's the DC to break the entanglement of that?
That would be a 14. Strength.
All right.
I rolled a 10.
Nope, 4 is stuck.
I'm in there. I'm deep in there, baby.
All right, so I guess I'm still right up next to him.
Yep. All right, Ira. You're up.
Yes, so Ira is going to go ahead and move 5, 10, 12, 30 over to the. Would I be in the entanglement if I'm right here?
Yes. Yes, you would.
Can I walk over it? Like, what does it count? Is it just difficult terrain now, or is it something that I can get through?
It is difficult terrain.
Okay.
So you're half.
If I'm standing right here, can I jab at him from around the corner?
Yeah. I'll say you can. I'll say it's got. I'd say it might have half cover though from trying to hit it round the corner.
So would I need 10 movement to get into the space, or just 10 movement to continue through the space?
Just to continue through. I'll say you can get to that.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and step into the entanglement. Why not? And then yes, I'm just going to strike at it from behind and kind of try to distract it from 4.
All right. Let's see if you can hit this thing.
I don't like the way you said that.
No, I mean it's actually not that.
It's a 19 to hit.
19 will hit. Yeah.
Nice. And so with that 19, I'm gonna go ahead and smite. So I get. Yes. So I get 3d8 against that boy. So let's see. There's an 8. There's 7. And there's a 1. So 16. So that'll be 18 damage.
Okay. All right. So that brings us back round to 4. And as you're now starting your turn, close up to this creature, and you can hear its gibbering and
I gotta make a
I need you to
save.
make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yeah. Hey, 17.
17. That is good. I also need you to make me a strength saving throw. So the ground beneath your feet is warping and
17.
twisting. You are no further entangled than you already were.
Yay!
So you're still held in vines, but you're not held in floor. And it's your turn, 4, and Rosa, you will be next.
Okay. So since I didn't take any damage, technically a true strike is still up, and technically I still have advantage, but I still have disadvantage because of blinded and restrained. So if I hit, sneak attack does count. So it's just a straight roll.
I mean, Ira's there, so
Also true, yeah.
yes, it's a straight roll.
Yep. Come on, baby.
You're stabbing
that's
blindly.
Yeah, I'm going to stab with my rapier first. So that's a 21 to hit.
All hit.
And then I'll go ahead and roll my bonus action for my sword, for my short sword, my offhand as well.
All right. I like to think that is it your rapier? You're the one that is the mimic sword that is.
No, it's my short sword is my mimic, and then the rapier is my main hand.
All right. The mimic's shouting out instructions, or.
No. Probably as I swing. Does a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hit?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. So with my rapier, I sort of stab at it, and my short sword, I try to swing widely, but with its tongue wrapped around my wrist, it like strikes true, and it goes, yes, here, as I strike. So that's a D8 and a D6. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15 points of damage.
Ow.
Both of them are half of it is slashing.
Okay.
And
Rosa.
Can I try and move?
You.
Or am I still
You're
restrained?
entangled. You are still restrained.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
So I have to use
you're
my turn to get out.
You,
Right?
you use your action to break free.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have used your action
Yeah. That's
and
fair.
your bonus action. So
all I
Rosa,
need
it's
to be.
your turn.
If I was to go here, would I be able to hit this, or would it be not allowed?
It would have half cover.
Half cover. So would that make it disadvantage, which would make it just no advantage, basically, for me?
This is what. Let me just check my rules of half cover. It gets a bonus to its AC.
Okay. Well, with that then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up here, and she's just going to stare at it, flash her eyes, and then speak in some weird cryptic language, and it will take... cast Word of Radiance, and it gets 4 damage.
How? I don't get a choice.
You get a con saving throw, but I like to think it failed. DC 13.
Your hubris has been your downfall, because that is a natural 20.
God damn it! It's not looking at us, so our eyes don't work. Creeping it out.
I mean, it's looking at you. It's got eyes on all sides.
God damn it!
It's just this thing can outcreep Rosa. Yes. And also, Rosa, where did you start your turn?
Here.
All right, you're good.
It's got beady yellow eyes.
hungry. They're calling to us. And the hunger. There's not enough left. We eat everything in here. It's always through cocktails. We're hungry. And it's going to try take a chunk out of its blinded, restrained prey. I don't think it's got disadvantage anymore. Wait, it's restrained.
Yeah, restrained gets disadvantaged.
Blinded, does it have advantage to hit you then?
Yes, so it would be a straight roll, I think, either way, because it has advantage to hit me, but it's also restrained, so it has disadvantage, so that cancels out.
And then it has advantage again to hit you for another reason.
Advantages don't stack, though.
Mm-hmm.
That seems weird.
I didn't write the rules.
Like, so you can be blind, restrained, and everything, but just because, like, one
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's only a 17.
I was gonna say, but you're the DM. It's your table, so kill us. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What the hell?
No, only
For me,
17.
That's against 4.
4.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. I mean, it beats 4. Ooh. I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Please stop. I don't want to make any more.
I'm picking on the new people.
It rolled off. 7.
Okay, 7. So you are restrained and blind and now knocked prone back into
This is magnificent.
into the tangle of vines. And as these teeth, these many jaws start sinking into you, you take 14 points of piercing damage.
Hold on.
And Adair, it's your turn.
Help!
Okay. Adair is going to do his usual sleight of hand and turn into a giant badger. He is going
badgers count as hand.
Hey, well, we can't see because Ira had the torch. She's around the corner. It's dark, but this way I get dark vision. So there's a method to my madness. I don't just like badgers.
So from where you're starting your turn, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
That would be a 21.
Yeah. You're all good.
I'm not smart, but I'm wise. All right. With that, he is going to charge.
Gathering voices are not your problem.
He hears it all the time. He's around Ira. He's going to charge forward, jump in at the mouthy creature, and first try to hit it with his claws.
Okay, hang on. I realized I didn't give you control.
Ah, thank you.
There you go. You should have control of them, badger.
All right, I'm just gonna. He would be jumping at him, but I'll put him right over there. So, and we'll just move. We'll just hide him over here. Okay. Well, we're dueling icons at this point. Okay. I think that was a 13 on the claws.
13. That will hit.
Oh wow! I didn't think it would. All right, that'll be.
This creature's too busy at the moment trying to haul Thor's leg into one of its many jaws.
That will be 7. That'll be 7 slashing damage, and then I'm going to attempt to bite it against my better judgment.
Okay.
That's a 10.
That will hit.
Dang. Okay, I'll go for it, and that will be. Come on. That'll be 5 piercing damage.
It tastes revolting. This is a rotted flesh and slime, and I'm trying to think. It's worse than troll. This is really one of the most revolting things you've ever eaten in your entire life.
I would like to say I'm biting, not eating. There's no swallowing going on. Just no.
Alright, how much damage was it again?
Oh, like I remember now. That was 5 piercing on the second one.
Alright. And Aldous, as the badger charges into action, what would you like to do?
I am going to actually take a step behind 4. I think, yeah. That takes me out of melee range, right?
Oh, and as you're starting, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please. Aldous, as you start for where you started, and Adair for the. No, Adair didn't take any damage. Adair took damage.
That is a 1.
It's a 1.
That was a 1.
Okay, so. You cannot take any reactions until the start of your next turn. And I need you to roll me 1d8. As you can hear all these voices muttering away in your mind. And muttering in your mind.
That's a 7 on the D8.
7?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well.
Okay.
Aldous,
It's not the best sound ever to hear.
I would like you to make me a melee attack, please, against 4.
What the fuck? Stop!
Because
Okay.
just stab him, okay? Stab him. Axe him.
I am going to punch him because I don't have any weapons in my hand right now.
So it would be an advantage because I'm blinded.
Okay, punch him
And prone,
at
right?
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm prone.
I think it's only.
So that's 3 plus 1. Does that hit?
So what is
That
3
was
plus
an
1?
advantage.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's
no,
with
hold
advantage.
on.
4
Sorry.
does not hit 4, unfortunately.
Okay, 13 plus 1, so that's a 14.
That is my AC.
Okay.
All right. That is, I think, 1 plus your strength modifier, Aldous.
So 0.
So 1.
So
you just
1.
Kick me.
4. You take 1 point of damage as Aldous kicks you. Oh, actually, you don't even know it's Aldous. You are blinded, restrained on the floor, and someone is kicking you.
Oh!
Eating at you. And Ira, it's your turn.
Wait, I don't make my attack or anything like that. That was my attack.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oof.
And Ira, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, I'd love to.
We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Oh, and
That's
also
nat 20. So the
also a strength saving throw.
Ooh,
Quick question, is the entangle still up?
Yes, it's a dares entangle.
Okay, cool.
strength saving throw is a 13.
13.
Yeah, so
That's-
wisdom was 23 and then strength was...
All right, you are all good. It is your turn as normal.
Nice! Okay.
We're hungry.
I'm going to go ahead and help 4, hopefully. Hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action to cast Sanctuary on 4.
Thank God.
And I'm going to use my action to strike at the gibber again.
The gibber.
The gibber goo.
Come on.
And that'll be a 13 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, cool!
This thing is not fast moving.
Excellent.
It's not moving at all.
It's not moving at all, I hope.
It's more undulating,
Undulating.
trying to climb its way out.
Slurping noises.
And that'll be
It's more like angry gnashing teeth noises.
that'll be 8 damage.
8 damage. This thing is not looking too good anymore. It seems to be focusing its remaining attention and trying to haul 4 further into its jaws. But bits of it are sort of sloughing away and teeth clattering to the ground as the flesh melts away from parts of it.
Yeah.
It is not looking good, and well, 4 you can't see it, but it's your turn.
Great. I
Here.
would like to not be restrained. So
In fact, your eyesight is starting to come back now because
oh, it
the
has.
DM starting to read the rules. So by now you can actually see.
Oh, thank
And
God.
your eyes are starting to clear, and you can see these
Ah.
eyes bearing down on you.
Blinded again, please. So I'm restrained on the ground. Can I?
You're not blind.
Can I stand up, or do I get unrestrained and then stand up?
Your speed is reduced to 0 currently, right?
Okay.
Due to the
Yes,
strain.
yes.
So
I'd have to
and
get out of the
it's half
restraint.
your movement to stand up.
Yeah.
So.
All right. I will try and get out of these vines then first. It's
Okay,
a
strength.
strength saving throw.
Saving throw or a check, Adair?
Doesn't matter.
Saving throw
it doesn't,
14.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Great. I am there for my turn. Next, please.
All right, Rosa, please, let's just moving on from poor unfortunate 4.
Oh, actually, yeah, no, never mind. I have to use my hands for that.
Rosa is going to throw forward her hands, and just a flame erupts around the thingamabobby. Can you make a dex saving throw?
Actually, Rosa, I need you to make me that wisdom saving throw first.
Oh, my wisdom save! Yay!
Yeah.
15.
You're okay. You're okay.
Thank God, Jesus. Okay.
Don't I also have to do that?
Oh yes.
No.
I mean, yes. I forgot you needed to do that.
No.
Why would you remind the DM?
Because I'm
Why
also a
did
DM.
Why did you tell the DM we have homework? Why did you do that?
That's all right. I got an 18.
Okay.
I just wanted to flex on you.
That's fine. We're not adding confusion to your state of.
This fire just it begins to almost look like it's catching this weird like fire. Can it make a DC 13 dex save, please? Possibly at disadvantage. 2. Okay, it takes 7 damage as she casts Sacred Flame, and I will also mutter some weird incantation. Once again, it's almost no words can be sort of figured out from it, and I will do a healing word that went on the floor to 4.
So this bright burst of sacred flaming light erupts around and directly above you, 4, and for an instant you think you've been blinded again.
That is 6 HP back.
As the fire starts raging, this creature starts just melting and bubbling down, just as its very form collapses and falls apart into this pile of bits of charred flesh and bone and teeth and scattered around amidst the vines.
Yeah.
And it is dead. And you are out of initiative.
But its family is angry.
I can still hear it yelling, no joking.
The silence falls once more. As the babbling.
I will drop the entangle.
Oh, thank you.
4,
Yes.
are you okay?
No.
I am going to help 4 up off the ground.
Thank you. I think that thing kicked me in the back or something.
Baby?
I knew bringing you along was worth it. You really handled yourself very well. Sorry, I fell. I wasn't expecting for it to move toward me. I thought I was hidden.
Oh, it's quite all right.
You came charging right past me, and you were making a lot of noise.
Was I? I thought I was pretty silent. My mistake. As I said, I'm still learning how to do everything about this sort of thing.
Oh, just be more careful. And she's gonna go ahead and rest her hand on his shoulder and do lay on hands for 8.
Holy shit.
Is that okay?
Thank you. You didn't have to do that. So thanks for saving me. You too as well, Rosa. Good work.
Yeah, is everybody else okay? Adair, I'm gonna look for him, see where he's at. He's a badger again.
Oh.
He looks up at you, shakes his head, flips a paw.
Okay.
Ira,
Yes, Rosa.
you helped 4.
Of course.
Would you like something in return?
Oh, no, that's quite all right. I mean,
Well, no, actually, Rose is right. You did save my life, so there is some payment needed.
I can give you a message.
You sound hungry.
I am going to pull out some rations from one of my pouches and pass them out to everybody. I don't think we ate breakfast. Here,
I love
something.
living by a highway. I think, I really think it's quite all right, but if you insist.
A motherly and fatherly figure. They've reached out to you. Their hair and they're drenched. They want you to know not to trust your cousins, and that someone called Eric is really unhappy. They say they're sorry for bringing you north. Shall we move on?
Oh, yeah, I think that's fine. Everyone else good to move. Let me try something. Please, I've taken many beatings. Could I just have a torch, please? All right, fine, stay close. Who cares?
Okay. So I'm gonna look at the map and see if this cluster of caves is right on the map and see which path she had us go down.
Muted.
I know.
I loved watching the realization on her face.
I realize as soon as I start talking, but because it flashes up on my screen going, "You are muted." Like, okay. Stop getting at me. You know that the path onwards continues down this tunnel, sort of straight onwards.
Okay. So I'm going to say, the map she drew had us go left.
Left it is.
All right. You're muted.
I just wanted to be like Tiss because she's the great DM, and I figure if I'm muted, I'll be a great DM, and it works really good. Adair's going to.
We did suggest doing Isfjell via mime this week. So.
That's an idea. I like that.
Mime fell.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Right,
Adair's going to look the direction that you said, Aldous, and pick up a paw and point that direction. And if so, he will start walking that way at the head of the line.
All right.
Adair, do you want to ride?
Shakes his head.
Okay.
I can pick you up.
Before
He
she
just-
goes to grab him, Rosa will grab Ira's hand. You made the right choice coming north, though.
Thank you.
She like looks Stevie. She's like, "Don't turn back."
Okay. Thank you.
And then we'll just move on. Like,
Let's go.
Like I
Ira is
said.
going to be sticking towards the back from now on.
All right. So our new marching order is Badger up front, Ira towards the back, and the rest in the middle.
I'm probably going to be smack dab in the middle. I don't know where the torch is anymore. Did it get dropped?
Ira had it, so it's... I don't know if she had to drop it.
I assume I just put it away.
Oh, okay.
If
Yeah.
you-
If she,
Oh, we need a torch. 1 second. Could you please just grant me a torch? You're fascinating and amazing and wonderful. Thank gods. And I reach into my small satchel and It's as big as like what you would hold like a coin purse, basically. And I pull out a large torch and close the satchel. Great. Now I can see. I'm gonna light it.
All right. So with now 2 torches in the group, presuming you retrieved the other one, that might be partly under the remains of the creature. So it depends if you want to.
It's hard to light a slime-covered torch. Yeah.
All right. So as you continue onwards, the passage weaves and turns through these icy, frozen caves. Occasionally, you hear noises off in the distance. The sound of things scraping and moving off far in the tunnels. A distant grinding sound like rocks being chewed deep underground. And then the tunnel winds down, sort of back on itself and onwards. It opens up into a larger cavern. This pool of still murky water off on your left-hand side. And Rosa and Four, you know that now you are getting very close to where the cave system merges into the tombs. And yes, I'm sorry for the map sizing.
That's okay.
Yeah, so on your left, this still murky pool of water. Otherwise, this shadowy cavern, torchlight flickering off the walls, and off images carved into the rough stone of the walls. This room, because this room seems to be older, like the walls have not been reshaped as recently, and you see carved into the walls symbols of godlike beings wielding the power of storms and a great mighty axe. You see a ship sailing across the sky, and images of what Aldous, especially you, would recognize as images of the gods of Isfjell, their various implements. There's the all mother bearing sort of gifts for everyone, and and stop it.
It's so funny though.
I'm trying to do it. Behave yourself.
Sorry.
I want to definitely study the carvings a lot closer as I walk through the room.
All right, so if you go and study the carvings, make me an investigation check. They lead all the way sort of around the room, including on the far wall beyond this pool of water.
That's a 4.
Oh, sorry, what
That's a 34.
Oh, yes, I am.
It's dark and shadowy, and it's hard to make out clearly that much about any of this. There we go. There's your badger. So, but you just recognize the gods, and you can recognize them going about godly business. And you do see that there is definitely a ship flying in one of these images, but a lot of the others have been sort of worn and faded away.
Is the ship carving newer than the other carvings? Okay.
And it's all quite crude. We're talking more like that sort of level of drawing and some fluffy clouds.
Is this stuff that I've seen before?
So these carvings have been here every time you've come through. Faded, ancient carvings made by probably the people who would have originally started burying people in these tombs a long time ago on the ice, because it was practiced for various peoples before even Isfjell was Isfjell to bury people in these caves and systems.
I'm going to definitely trace some of the carvings of the gods and all of that as I walk through.
Yes, these ancient symbols and pictures of people buried here.
These ones are of our gods. Like this one is the Stormbringer.
Right, people made these. I didn't mean people of the people that's buried here. not insisting that a god is buried here or anything.
Well, no idea. But the carvings are of our gods.
Do they mean anything, or are they just pictures?
I don't know.
Do they mean anything?
So Rosa, these are made, they're telling various old myths and stories. These have faded long past how they would have looked when they were first painted, and they would have been much more vibrant and much more useful in telling illustrations of tales of the adventures of the gods, from marital strife to the great and famous adventure of when someone stole the Thunderer's axe and they had to go on a whole thing to get it back. Sort of various stories relating to the tricks of Lady Luck and her invention of money and trade and all sorts of things that she was involved with. And also of older stories and myths of the ice, of ships that came from the sky and creatures that came with them. And you see off in one corner, just faded and half obscured, the image of the creatures that came from ships in the sky, as beautifully illustrated.
Oh wait, I recognize this one. I think I played this man in a play once. Yes, I wore a dress for it. It was fun.
Rosa goes over to the corner and just looks at that side of the illustrations with the ones that come from the ships in the sky and things. And she just stands there looking at it.
Focus, Rosa.
She turns back around and stops looking at it.
I have been using as I'm tracing the drawings of the gods and goddesses, I'm using prestidigitation to clean them up a little bit.
Alright, so as you clean them, as this is going on, Adair, I think you've got the highest passive perception around here.
Probably.
You can see an odd ripple on the surface of this pool. As though something were moving and swimming in the murky depths. And getting closer as sort of Aldous is busy cleaning murals and Rosa is examining.
Who is the closest? Are we actually laid out like the tokens are here? Who's closest to me?
This is just a vague representation. I'll leave it up to you guys.
I will run up. I will run up to Ira and bump into her leg to get her attention, and then look out at the water, and just keep going back and forth like.
Okay. I will look.
What's that?
Timmy fell in the well.
Water.
A spirit comes through called Timmy. He says not to go in the well.
Maybe a perception check, Ira.
I can do that, and I got nat 1. So that would be 2. I got a 2.
Nothing to see. Nothing. The water is just this completely still, flat water.
Do you
want to swim, Adair?
Throws him in.
See you later.
Do I, from my travelings through here, do I know it? Is it just like a pool formation that's happened, or is
it wasn't originally here. This is part of the crumbling decay of this place.
So it's sort of just like formed over time kind of thing.
Yeah. This is not any kind of significant pool. This is just a pond of horrible water.
It's not like sculpted in or something. Okay. We should keep moving.
And it is at that point when something long and slippery lunges directly out of the water and right up into Ira's face.
Heck yeah, baby.
As this thing lunges up into Ira's face, I'm not sure if... Where's my token gone? As it lunges out and up towards you, Ira, the DM struggles to remember how the alphabet works. And Ira, does an 18 hit you?
Nope. Not at all.
So it lunges out towards you and then kind of just like crashes into your armor.
Yeah, shield bomb it.
Just splashes back down into the water, rippling and writhing, ready.
Adair, is that what you were
Guys,
talking
it's up to you if you want to try and fight it, avoid it.
Adair's going to nod at you and look towards the exit.
Yes, let's continue going.
Continue going where? What?
Away from this.
We're staring again.
Yes, away from that. Let's get away from that.
Yes. I am going to grab the nearest person to me and drag them to the exit.
Alright. So as you start exiting this room with some haste.
Adair will bring up the rear, growling at the water as backing out of the room.
And you continue onwards through the tunnels. The creature shows no desire to pursue you, and the water behind you falls still and flat again.
Okay. Nice. Just on this side of the exit of that room, I'm going to look at my map again and see where we're supposed to go.
So the map that Rosa drew indicates that either of these passages could take you to where she's marked as sort of the final destination. Rosa, on your various trials, the left-hand path generally turned out to be the safer path in your of many simulations of this event.
I think she said it was this way. I'm going to point towards the other direction.
She kind of like thinks back, like, did she say that? And then
I'm looking at the map to see the path that was traced.
She probably, if that was like the most safe one, she probably would have outlined that as like the one to go down. Not like a big X on the other path, but like that's probably she probably indicated that somewhere.
Okay, so yeah, and that was, what was it? The
left path. So yeah, this way.
All right. Yeah, nope, the map says this way.
Oh, all right. Lead on then. Although I am curious of what's down there.
Poor.
All right, I lead on. I'm at the front. I am going to attempt to go as quietly as I can.
All right, make me a stealth check.
Stealth.
And are the rest of you trying to go as quiet as you can, or are you just walking normal?
Through our is this? Are we past the point where we've explored previously?
You have ventured further than this. So you have, both of you have ventured into the actual tomb that lies beyond. So this is the point where you can see ahead of you where the older cave system gives way into what is a burial chambers built by the ancient lords of the north, so the early founders of Isfjell and some of the first lords and kings.
In that case,
Alright.
I'm not going to stealth.
Yeah, like, if she's done this before, she probably won't stealth as well.
Yeah.
She'll just look angrily at 4.
What?
Yeah, Ira doesn't really.
Oh,
care.
well, I am. I rolled a 14.
So Aldous slipping by quietly, and the rest are just
She's just being really quiet, and Varys just like, don't lie to me, 4.
What? I didn't mean to. I got turned around. I'm still learning how to cartograph or whatever it is.
Alright, so the passage leads onwards, and the rough stone and mud of the floor gives way to paved flooring. And you see these corridors reaching out, and you see these niches opening up, and in each of these niches there lies a stone plinth, and on top of each of these stone plinths, lying sort of stiffly and still, are, well, skeletons by this point, wound up in ancient rusted armor, and weapons and other things lying by their sides as they rest on these plinths, lying, waiting. Well, some of these plinths. A couple of them do seem to be missing their inhabitants.
Did you want to check to see if what you're looking for is in there?
Oh, yes, actually. This is where we've been needing to go. I just want to double check.
These are the lower tombs that you have explored before. So these are.
Oh, we have explored it. That's what I figured.
These, you know that ahead and upwards lies the actual
Is like the sealed tomb.
Chamber, the sealed tomb. These are open tombs.
Okay. No, we've actually already explored everything. What I'm looking for isn't here. It's actually further. Where the hell are we? One up, I guess.
Rosa like points the direction we're supposed to go, like right down the corridor.
Where Rosa said.
I'm gonna keep going.
So, the passage leads on down to a large door. Rosa and 4, you have been beyond this door only once before. And that one time you went beyond this door was when you encountered the enemy with a very large sword, who very nearly killed you. And you've not been back beyond this door since. That was probably the day before yesterday.
Great.
You see this big stone door carved with runic symbols and decoration weaving around the border.
I am going to stop going forward when he says so.
Yes, this is where we almost died, and by we, I mean I. Behind this door is where we met the man with the big sword. The creature, the thing, the being, the adversary, the Egleka, if you will.
Was there anything else besides this big thing in that room? Like, is there even a purpose of going back?
So you know, beyond there are sort of 2 chambers and a staircase leading upwards to where the sealed tomb is.
Mm-hmm.
So it was when you went beyond here that you ran into the adversaries, I'm going to go with now, coming down the other way. So they were poking around in these rooms before. You know that there's 2 chambers beyond this and the path leading on upwards to where the sealed tomb is.
Okay, so does that mean we have to go through the death door?
I look to Rosa. Right, there is no other way.
There is no other way up, right? Or is there another way?
That is the only way up that you know of.
This, to my knowledge, is the only way.
All right.
Well, it was just the two of you when you first entered this room, correct?
Yes.
Well,
But seeing how you handled that pudding monster, I think everything should go well. I'll stay behind you. And I'll
Sure.
slap Ira on the shoulder. And I will move behind Ira with big shield.
Alright. So, who's opening this door?
I am gesturing at anybody.
I'll open it. I'll open it.
So everyone else is doing that. No, after you. No, after you.
Rosa with like no like even after like Thor mentioned about them nearly dying in there, no fear or anything overcoming her. She just opens the door
and swings forwards and opens out into this chamber, and you can see a pool of water off to one side. Within it stands one of these open burial plinths. On it, we'll put a token on just in case. I mean, for obviously
For
non-sinister
non-lethal
reasons.
reasons.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Lies a definitely dead person, definitely staying forever. On this ceremonial
just like the ones
plinth,
from earlier, right?
in a large room behind a massive door. Da-da-din, da-da-din. You hear chanting off in the distance as
Thanks.
yeah.
Sorry, I had something in my mouth.
As it opens out into this room, the air in here is cold, even colder than the rest of the caves in the tomb. You can see frost forming on the stones and a thin layer of ice across this pool. Your breath misting in front of you. You feel something is watching you.
Rosa by the door, like holding it open, almost like it's her home, and like offers like for people to go in. She's gonna wait by the door so she can shut it behind them, so that in case those totally dead things don't stay dead,
Or that snake thing.
or that snake thing decides to come out.
Ira can take the lead heading into the room.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Well, Tis puts even more tokens on the map.
just because I hadn't properly, because I did this map in a hurry, because it's not my map that I've drawn, so it didn't quite represent the fact that there's dead people everywhere.
It's for my immersion.
Very dead people.
very, very dead.
Not moving currently. Ever.
That can't open doors, right?
No, they
That's a well-known fact. They can't get through doors.
Okay, so Ira goes
So the
through
air is
first.
getting colder and colder in here. And you hear this whisper off in the back of your mind. And Rosa, this sounds like a sort of familiar sort of back of the mind whispering. But the rest of you also hear this too. You hear. This time, who is it? Why must so many disturb my slumber? In and out. This is a crypt, a corridor.
All right. Okay. I go
Somebody's
in door
cranky.
quickly. Yeah, somebody's very cranky. Apologies for disrupting your rest. I say
Just do not seek to rob the dead. And we have no quarrel.
Would never dream of it.
Child of copper and crystal.
Referring to you, probably not me.
I will not rob the dead.
I shut the door behind us. Bolt it shut if I can. Like if there's like a little latch.
There is actually a rather large wooden bar on this
I'm
side.
gonna try and put the bar on just in case.
I've got some
Adair,
wood planks. Maybe we can.
this badger looks up at you as you do this and just kind of looks at you, and you see a big-eyed, wide-eyed, like, what the hell are you doing look on the badger's face. Using my keen smell, aside from rotting bodies, do I detect anything else in this area?
Rosa and 4.
Maybe a perception check.
I figured we were going to go there, but I had to ask.
We haven't had the opportunity to loot this room, have we?
No.
I imagine that's what we did last time, which got us attacked.
Would you two have been trying to loot this?
Unless the spirits guided Rosa, no.
Yeah,
I mean,
unless...
spirits would basically have gone, that's a terrible idea to Rosa.
Yeah.
Okay, then no, then we would not have. Because if Rosa would have...
Yeah, no, you have not looted this room. You can see this dead body lying. It's a rather nice axe laid across it. Very shiny, despite all the time that's passed.
Could fetch a pretty penny.
That
Do
would
we
be...
remember what caused it to attack us? Sorry, Tam.
This was not what attacked you.
Oh, okay, cool.
We had the big sword guy attacked us.
Yeah, this is the
This
big axe guy. He's not killed you yet.
Yeah.
This, so it was the other intruders into the tomb who you scuffled with before. This is just a dead guy who is totally dead.
And talking to us and warning me not to steal anything.
So just
All of you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's my next question.
What did you get, Adair?
18.
It's not much of a smell in it. Like the body is not really rotting anymore. This is a long preserved body that's been dead hundreds of years. There's probably more of a smell coming off your companions.
Okay. Is that water in the corner there around it, or is that just a lighter
That
color
is-
of...
A rug?
That is water, so you can smell this water. It doesn't smell as stagnant as the water you smelled previously back in the other chamber, but it's a certain sort of still air. Like there's not been much breeze through here.
But
And
no,
the voice-
no tentacly, creaturey, fishery smell.
No. Boy continues. I know you're a thief.
Are you gonna call... He called you a thief, Aldous.
I'm no thief.
I hear all of you in the pay of gods and monsters.
Rosa
What?
just does a prayer.
I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the man, not gods or anything. Is it really robbing from the dead if they're undead?
Mid-prayer, Rosa side-eyes 4, like...
I am going to push him through the other door.
I'm just saying. I thought it was.
No stealing.
It pushes you onwards. You see one further chamber, and then at the far end you see a staircase leading upwards. This part is much less ruined than the previous parts, and you can see in this chamber the walls are decorated with carvings of the gods again, in a much newer style than the crude ones you saw back in the watery chamber. You can see once again images of the gods going about, enacting tales, slaying giants, slaying dragons, generally a lot of slaying of monsters going on.
These are fantastic. I think I did a musical as this one right here. That was the butt of the dragon. I was early in my career. Rosa, the stairs up. This is it, right?
I believe so, yes.
Great. Lead the way, Ira.
Yes.
And then past that is the prisoners, actually.
Oh, okay, yes. We're not stealing anything, right?
Right.
Okay. Ira will go ahead and push past everyone and head on up.
Okay. So the stair heads on upwards. Probably for about 20 feet or so upwards, sort of winds round. Then opens out into a corridor. The corridor is half blocked with this fall of rubble and rock frosted over. But you can see there's a narrow sort of gap that you could just squeeze through to continue down. And beyond it, you can see light. You can see torchlight. The shadows of two figures. Only about where's my ruler? About 40 feet or so away from the head of the staircase, you can see these two figures standing by this large stone door. And they are, both of them, the same liver-spotted, yellow-skinned beings that you have, by this point, encountered and killed several of. Just standing in the torchlight on either side of this large stone door. And for the sake of this...
How do you want to play this?
They're only about 40 feet away from you, Ira. So the top of the staircase is just a little off this map behind this rubble. So they're close.
There's two of them. And
Are you having this conversation there?
Very quietly.
Yeah, whispering.
Okay.
There's two of them. Assume we can take them? Do we want to just go forward? Do we want to try to sneak? I mean, they're standing in front of a door, and I assume that's where we need to go.
I'm going to look at Adair, the badger, and I'm asking very, very quietly, sneak, yes?
Adair is going to start backing up down the hallway as much as he can weave between everybody.
So you all came up. So I thought it was just Ira that came up. You all come up to the top of the staircase.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
But we back up, I guess? Adair's backing up, so I'm backing up.
The threat's there? The torchlight flickers back and forth as the figure on your right of the door sort of peers out into the shadows, sort of waves the torch back and forth. And Ira, are you stepping forwards?
I'm right behind Ira.
I was the last
God damn it.
I can't with the large icon, please.
Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
Can we all be your son, please?
I might need to make the map slightly bigger. I didn't think so.
Suppose Ira will.
Okay. Because at this point, the torchlight glints off.
I'm going to use prestidigitation and kill the torches. All of them.
Everything goes dark. Roll initiative.
All right.
This is a welcome.
14.
Do I get advantage again?
Yes, you still have advantage.
Okay, that's 13 for my initiative.
Just make a note of your things. I'm just...
No!
Yeah, no?
Nudging.
I also got 13.
Oh, you want to roll a d20 and see who gets higher?
Yeah, we can do that.
So, that was
18.
I got a 2.
Alright, nice.
That's what I was after. Ooh. We have T and... Okay, anyone higher than 20? Nope. Anyone above a 15?
Yes, I got a 15.
Okay, 15, 4. That's a 14 for Ira. And was it a 13 for Rosa and Aldous?
Yes,
Yeah.
but Rosa won the dice roll for first.
Okay. Then 8 for Adair. Okay, so everything goes dark. So those of you who don't have dark vision, you can't see a thing. It is pitch black in here. And you hear a startled shout from off ahead down the corridor. And the sound of someone stumbling about in the darkness and a sword being drawn. And Aldous, you see as one of the guards by the door stumbles flailingly forwards, one hand on the wall, one hand sort of swinging his sword back and forth through the air as if to try and see if anything's next to him. As so they step forward. 4. It's your turn. Everything is dark.
Great. With my short sword out. Yes. Shh, quiet. I'm going to hold my hand out, and from my hand, this almost spectral water starts to drip from my fingertips as this large tentacle, sort of ghostly, translucent green, shoots out. I have a bonus action Grasp of the Deep, where I create a 10-foot long tentacle within range and make an attack against someone. It's like a free spiritual weapon, which is insane. Okay.
Do you need to be able to see them?
No, it's 60 feet in front of you.
All right.
So it is, it'll be right here. Whoops, that's too big. It's only 10 feet. Sorry. Right here. This boy. There's a little tentacle boy. So it makes a melee spell attack against it. Probably fails. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
That fails.
Yep, okay.
Not hit, I'm afraid. It's just a tentacle writhing around in the dark.
Yeah. it doesn't make any noise. Probably like whooshes, I guess. It doesn't give off light though, which is important.
No.
I need to make a correction. I was incorrect. I thought I would be able to do this, but I wasn't. Prestidigitation only works within 10 feet, so that means only our lights went out.
Oh, but that ruins the dramatic moment.
I think thematically that makes sense still. Just have the image of a tentacle coming out of the darkness. It's fine.
And it comes out as this. You know what? I'm going to say a convenient DM-mandated breeze blew out their torches at the same time.
Thank God. It's because we did that morning ritual, isn't it?
Because I sacrificed that cat. Wait, what?
What? That's all. So I'm noticing this rubble here. Is that difficult terrain, or is that just there for flavor?
That is a large wall of rubble in the way.
Okay.
So
right.
You can get through on the left-hand side where Ira is, but
Okay. I will hold my action, I guess, for if they get close within range. I'll attack. But otherwise, I'm not moving.
Okay. Ira, it's your turn, and it's dark.
Yeah, Ira can't see. So she's gonna step forward until she kind of like shield out until her shield bumps into something, and then she's gonna strike at it.
Okay, so you move forwards, you boop straight into someone else who gives a yelp of surprise, in the dark, and make me an attack roll at disadvantage.
All right. That's going to be
something's moving. You know how when you can't see something, but you know something's there. You can feel something moving in the air beside you.
Yeah. It's a 10 to hit.
Nope, your sword swings out, but does not make contact with anything in the darkness. And Rosa, it's your turn.
Get him.
Okay, I can't lie. I don't know what I can do and I can't see. That's like everything I click, it's like someone you see, someone you can see, someone you can see. So
you can light a torch.
Do I have a torch I can light?
I'm holding one.
I'm gonna light a torch. Is that a bonus or is that my action?
I'll say. I mean, hang on. Who's got the torch? Have you got your own torch? Or you were on?
I'm
Four.
holding it.
I'll say you can use your action to light a torch, and you'll still have your bonus action free.
Okay. I'll
Fight me
light.
if you think that's wrong.
I'll light a torch. Is anyone in need of healing? 'Cause that's my only bonus action.
I could use some, I guess.
I'll.
I'm 7 down, but otherwise I'll probably just save it.
No, I'll just light a torch.
The light blossoms in the space again, and Eldest, it's your turn.
Damn it. That blew my idea. But okay, in that case, I'm just going to
You just like snuff it out again.
No, I can't. That's too much actions. No, I'm going to take that moment right when the light blossoms again.
Just to say, to be fair, I am stood behind the wall of rubble. I don't know whether the light will emit to them out of it or anything.
It's still very dark and shadowy out on that side.
Because it's only lit here.
Yeah. So
No. I'm still
so
going
Ira,
to do...
it's still pretty dark where you are. You can just see the shadow of this
Hold
surprised-looking warrior in front of you.
Oh, wrong one. Hold on.
Adair, you'll be up next.
Hold on. Okay. I am going to actually cast my second level Fairy Fire.
Ooh.
Which is 20-foot cube.
Dex saves you.
Yes, but yes.
All right, that is weirdly a 10 for both of them.
They do not save because they need to beat a 14.
So now,
Fairy Fire, I am going to have it from him, and it's a 20 feet square, so just from here up.
all right, what color would you like it to be?
It is going to be kind of like a sparkly purple.
Oh, that's nice.
So you watch as, and these two very startled now looking warriors are now lit up in the purple sparkly light. And Ira, you can see beyond you, Ira, this dark hallway is now lit by the light of this sparkling purple warrior. He looks really bemused by this entire situation. And Aldous, is that everything?
That is everything, yes. I'm going to stay where I am at.
All right, Adair, it's your turn.
Adair's
Bite
going to creep around the corner, and seeing the yellow-skinned creature, he is going to visibly shake for a moment, and then charge forward and leap at him and attempt to bite him.
All right, so this badger comes charging out of the shadows.
Right off the rocks, flying through the air, fur whipping.
That would be
Towards a purple sparkling warrior
I love Gene.
and a tentacle in the air.
It's the sparkling that steeled his courage. That would be a 17.
Yeah.
That will hit.
Right.
You
And
do
that
have
will-
advantage to hit.
Okay, well, it'll be 5 piercing. I'll roll it again just to see if I get a 20. Okay, well, I got 1 point better. So anyway, it'll be 5 piercing damage. And then I will go for my second attack with the claws.
Okay,
Which is going to be a 15.
that will not hit.
Okay.
His claws glance across armor, as it is now the
I'm
turn
gonna
of the
push
second guard who was still up over by the door, who now, glowing and startled, comes running for us and looks. So it takes in badger, tentacle, armored blue lady, badger, tentacle, armored blue lady, and goes, and then disappears. And reappears.
Can he just do that? Oh, okay.
Behind Ira, and is going to make an attack against Ira.
Good luck.
That is a 14.
Nope.
So he's going to make his second attack.
Go for it.
Try
That's
to
12.
get through the wall.
That was a 12. That did not hit.
Nah.
On the other side, this startled warrior looks down at the badger that is trying to, like, bite at it and just swings down onto the badger. Nope, that's a 7. Second one, oh, natural 1. Just startled, like, damn! Kill it. Only, obviously, not in common. Let's go. And 4, it's back round to your turn.
Oh, great. I will hop up upon this rubble, and holding my sword, sheath me in their blood. Quiet. I'm gonna attack this thing. That's pretty good. 16.
16 will not hit. You do have advantage.
Oh, that's right. Oh, thank the Lord. Whoops. That's even worse. That's okay. I will bonus action, and I will attack again with my offhand weapon with advantage. So 17 plus 5. Plus numbers. Yay! So that is.
Yes, that will hit.
I get sneak attack done because I got advantage.
Yeah, and you got Ira up there.
Yeah.
Engaged in combat.
This is okay. So this is 9 points of slashing damage because it's with my short sword. 9 points of slashing, and then my sneak attack. Whoops, sneak attack. 7 more points.
This warrior gives us possibly a second or third surprise yell of the evening. Like,
I don't know what you said, but I'm assuming it's a curse word.
And Ira, it's your turn. You now have them on both sides. Which one would you like to attack?
Great.
Ira sandwich.
I will go ahead and attack the one away from the rest of everyone else, since 4 seems to be handling the other one.
Nope.
And so she will go ahead and just she'll kind of jokingly, even though not the time for jokes, bump him with the shield and then slash at him.
Hey, no hard feelings.
And that's a 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Great. Which means 8 damage.
8 points of damage for that guy. I've got to not get my guys confused.
That guy.
Huh. They have names and everything. I name all my Gith, and then I forget what I've called them.
It's okay.
Which one's looking the most hurt out of the two, out of curiosity?
At this moment, it's not much between it, really.
Okay.
The one right up in your face does look quite alarmed by the fact he was stabbed in the back by 4.
How bad is he looking, though? Is it pretty bad, or is it like, but a flesh wound?
'Tis but a scratch.
Tis but a scratch. Okay, cool.
Alright. Is that everything, Ira?
Yes.
Alright. Rosa, you're up. Eldest, you're next.
Okay, so stood behind the wall, Rosa is going to peer out, reach forward, and attempt to touch the individual, so I need to make a melee spell attack.
Still at advantage.
At advantage, nice. So that's a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
Nice.
My God.
I am also casting. So it's inflict wounds at 2nd level. So that is 4d10. So she's gonna reach around the corner, hold on to him, and you can almost just see like his life energy just sort of being drained out of him as she just grips hold of him and just sort of digs her nails into his skin. And takes 17 points of damage.
He doesn't look so good anymore as his wounds are opening up all across his flesh. He makes a gargle. Looks round and still locks eyes with Rosa. You see his eyes go wide.
She just smiles, big eye.
Aldous, it's your turn.
DM, I have a question before I take my turn. I need to know, because Fairy Fire is a concentration spell, am I still able to cast cantrips?
You can cast any spell that's not also concentration.
Oh,
so you can do like
wonderful.
1st level and 2nd level too.
Yeah,
Nice.
as long as they're not also concentration spells.
Okay, well, in that case, I am going to cast Eldritch Blast on the one that is on the other side of Ira.
All right, the far distant one.
Yep.
Just don't roll a 1. You've got advantage there.
Okay, good, because that was a
See, they're
7.
quite tall. The Ira's quite tall as well.
It misses completely and utterly.
You go sailing past Ira, you watch just goes fitting like this close to your head. This Eldritch Blast sails and just hear the crash of it impacting the wall.
It's a swirly green too. So
Ooh. Like vomit. Or a
no,
snake.
no,
Oh.
swirly, sparkly green.
Oh, so like a glitter snot.
Glitter vomit.
Like glitter vomit, yeah.
Glitter vomit. Okay.
And Adair, it's your turn.
Seeing that things are not going so horribly bad as they usually do, he's going to attempt to bite and claw again. And the bite is going to be a 21.
That will hit.
Oh my God. That's with advantage still, yeah?
That's with advantage. That's 2 piercing.
Okay.
So, hits good, damage bad. And claws.
Or a badger.
I know, but I'm trying really hard. That's a 14.
That does not hit. No. And that brings us. Actually, to be fair, they're taking. The one that had been surprise stabbed by 4 just lashes out, swinging down with his sword. Like first attack, that is a 6.
Does not.
Second
Stop that.
Second attack.
Stop that.
It's a 20. Not natural.
Yeah.
And damage. And
Unless, can I look at him and say, Martha? Does that stop him at all, or? I made that joke for
No.
Tam only.
For that joke, you take 5 points of slashing damage, and for that joke, that is 8 points of psychic damage. I mean, you've taken the psychic damage anyway, but I like to feel the fact that it rolled high damage is down to that joke.
Yeah, but I saw Tam laugh, and you know what? I feel like I won the combat.
And the second one makes another mad swing down towards the badger, because this like it looks. You see, there's a look between Ira and the badger, and Ira and the badger. Just like, nope.
Protection, and she'll butter sword right in front of the badger.
Is that disadvantage?
Yes.
All right, that is a 17.
Oh.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh.
Okay, so that is 6 points of slashing damage for the badger.
Not bad.
And 7 points of psychic damage. As this pain, it's a pain you feel not only in your body, but it echoes back into your mind, and it swings round for its second attack against Ira. And that's a 7. I was on a roll there. I was on a roll.
They have 17 with disadvantage. Oh my goodness.
He's here.
But the warrior looks even more startled because it hit this badger hard enough. The badger turned into a man. Isfjell, Actaea.
At which Adair's gonna look up and go, "Damn it, not again!"
And 4, it's your turn.
Wait, ow! You son of a bitch! I'm going to hit him once with my rapier. Sort of just poking at him. It's with advantage. Ooh, that's so good. Natural 20. Great. Awesome. So that's... you guys doubled the die, right?
All your dice. Yes,
Yeah,
double all your dice. Yes.
Okay, so...
Including sneak attack dice.
Yeah.
Because
So,
rogues are the best.
that's 19 points of piercing damage.
He's still staring in panic towards Rosa, and clearly was not paying enough attention towards 4 as sword point pierces out, slumps down dead, murmuring something.
Rosa, did you see? Oh, right. And I'm going to wave my hand, and my tentacle is going to move behind him and lash out at him. And so it sort of slithers into the air.
I don't like the way you say my tentacle.
Yeah, my tentacle. It's mine. It's an extension of myself. If you don't like it, you don't like me. So rethink what you're about to say.
I take it back.
So, I got a whatever 19. But it's a melee spell attack. Do I get advantage on that as well because it's fairy fire? Or
19
is
hits
that
anyway.
only... Right, but do I get advantage with it still or not?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I don't know how fairy fire works. Okay, cool. Yeah, 19. So what happens is it lashes out, and you see this lightning sort of crackle off the suction parts of the tentacle as it hits this thing. It's going to take 4 points of lightning damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 until the start of my next turn.
Okay. 4 points. Looking out towards its friend and companion.
Its brother. They grew up together.
His wife's brother. He's going to be really
Seraph!
He's going to give him the ring that his grandmother passed on to him.
And
So as he's falling, can I jump on his body and then move?
yes.
Cool.
Yes, you can.
Because I like the idea of ruining this man's life. I'm going to move right over here.
The other one looks even more upset by this.
I want to get to the door.
Can I steal their precious heirloom?
You come up to this big stone door
Yeah.
with weird, twisty carvings in it. You know,
I think this is it. Right, deal with him.
no language you've ever seen. That doesn't look like a proper language. It just looks like some weird, like, carvings of, like, symbols and signals and, like, someone might chip into bark.
Okay.
And
that's my turn.
yeah, that's your turn. And Ira, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. She is going to slash at the other guy now. Again. And after she does that, well, let's see how it goes. She takes her shield, bops him again, gives him a hit. That's a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Kill him.
Great. She does 5 damage.
5 damage, okay. Not dead yet, but looking not only distressed, but also injured and distressed now.
And she's going to 4 kind of sidestep past her, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna be like, oh! And she'll follow after him. And be like, Adair, I'm sure you have it. Just continue.
Just gonna pass it off.
She's concerned about what's ahead. Can I walk through the tentacle? Is that a problem?
So it doesn't say if it's like an actual tentacle or not. I'm picturing it as a spectral tentacle that you can walk through. Because it doesn't say spectral or actual tentacle. It just says tentacle.
Okay.
And I don't like the idea of me having an actual tentacle come out of my body, so.
Okay. I will be
Weird. So as you move out of his like area of control, he lashes out at you more by instinct than by anything else, and just
good luck.
just flails past you.
Yep.
Through the air.
Bad bitch.
Rosa, it's your turn.
Copying what Four did earlier, because she thought it was cool, she's gonna hippity hop over to him. And how bad's the guy looking?
Pretty bad. Like
Okay.
Injured, distressed.
Alright.
Traumatized.
Tears in his fucking eyes.
I'm gonna out of like literally just like pull it almost like off like almost kind of hooked on her back. Just gonna take off this huge mace, and she's gonna swing it and almost like whack-a-mole him if she can. It's a 19, and so it's a 19 with advantage, and then as she
that will hit.
Awesome. As she swings it forward, you just almost like once again with the ray from earlier, you'll just hear like these screams and this like fog of like almost if you could imagine what souls would look like that. And she lashes down with 5 damage. If he is not dead,
he's not dead yet.
She hits him, mad that he's not dead. She's going to, her eyes almost roll back, and she channels her divinity for the touch of the dead, and will deal an extra 13 necrotic damage.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
30. He slumps down screaming in pain and agony and pure, unadulterated terror. And he is dead. You are out of initiative.
Those actually weren't Gith. Those were actually the people who were supposed to help us get into the tomb. The friendly.
Those were the porters.
They
were just coming to get the bags and carry them through.
Rosa is gonna communicate to Four telepathically and just say, "They knew too much," and then we'll stop.
All right.
I don't know what that means.
Seeing Four's very poor health, he looks very bloody to my eye. Adair is going to reach into his pouch, grab some things out, chew on them, pull them out, walk up and slap them on the wound, the most visible wound that Four has, and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level, so that's 2d8 plus 4.
Alright.
If I find another d8, I'll do that. Give me just a second.
As you're doing that, up ahead of you, this big, large stone door stands, and you can see that the surface of this stone door has been singed, chipped at. There's sort of some blood smeared down it. Like parts of the wall on either side have definitely got chunks taken out of them. Like someone's started to try and take the rocks out one by one. This door still stands sturdy. On it, this strange scratching of symbols. And a dare.
Oh, there we go, no worries.
Yeah. As you finish casting your healing upon four.
How much?
13.
Hey, you love to see it.
Dare you recognize these symbols as druidic? As a message left by some ancient druid.
Okay.
And it says, I'm stalling whilst I find my notes, and you can tell. On the door it says, with the maiden's blessing shall Hjalmar's kin open the way.
I don't recognize this writing. Do any of you? They just look like. I'm pretty sure that's just a dog.
I take it I don't know this. If it's druidic, I wouldn't know this.
No, this is some strange secret writing.
As I'm looking at it, I'm going to run my fingers across it, and looking back, being able to read it's one thing. Does it have any significant meaning to me above and beyond?
Make me a history check. Or a religion check, or one of each, actually.
Okay, well, the history's a 16. The religion check, obviously I'm not very devout, because that was a nat 1.
So, Hjalmar, you recognize as the name of an ancient Isfjellian king, called the first High King of Isfjell by some. Not many stories were told about him where you're from. But you've heard a few in the time you spent in Trellbro and on the road. Mostly that he helped unite the petty kings of the north into a great powerhouse for the first time, using the aid of great powerful magic, so that he had great magic users at his side and wielded powerful artifacts of magic that helped him to unite the warring, troublesome tribes. As for the religious aspect of the Maiden's Blessing,
Yeah, who cares? I'm not into that
Weird
religious
Ishbel
stuff
stuff.
anyway. I'm not into the gods anyway. Aldous, do you remember stories of Hjalmar?
Elmar.
Yeah.
Do I?
I'm sorry, it sounded like Hjalmar. It's your accent. So.
Yeah, you would know what I just recounted to Adair in terms of him being the first High King of Isfjell. You as a citizen of, well, resident of Isfjell, are
Right.
familiar with those stories.
Okay. I mean, he's the first High King.
Well,
There's
let's crack this baby open.
It looks as if many people have tried.
Right, but we haven't. What does it say?
Rose is going to try and open the door.
Are you? Go for
The
it.
door does not budge. It's stone and it's not moving.
It
Spirit,
says,
somebody.
They can help you. Let them open the door. Let them open the door.
Okay, Rose is going to back away from the
This
door.
is what they're here for. This is why you brought them. We need them.
I love the idea of, like, the whole, just the reason to bring them along is just they open this one door and it's like, okay, bye.
see you later. Yeah. Are any of you by chance kin to the first king?
I don't know my parents, so no. Probably not.
I mean,
It was quite a long time ago.
Who knows who is kin to the first king?
I'm from Chorus, so I doubt it.
I haven't got a clue. Would I know? Do I know?
On the off chance, I think I would be the most likely to be king here, so I'll put my hand on the door.
Rosa, Isfjell didn't have a king as far as you know. They've got lots of kings. The first king of Isfjell? I mean, they don't really have one king, they've got lots of petty kings. You do know a guy called Hjalmar, though?
He sat next to you in algebra.
He's a pretty cool guy.
Cheated off you once.
He cheated off me once.
Why did we need to know that?
Someone's trust is important.
Sorry, I was muted. So Adair's going to look around at all of them and... Oh, you did send it in text. I was trying to type you to say, would you mind sending the name in text? Thank you.
No, I sent it to you. So.
It says, with the maiden's blessing, shall Hjalmar's kin open the way.
The maiden. Who is that? Doesn't matter.
Wait. There's the Snow Maiden.
Well, there's our ship, but I don't think we're going to bring it down here.
Well,
We can try.
technically, we named the ship after me, the Cloud Maiden, but that's the first time I've ever been called Maiden.
I believe in you, and so do the spirits.
So do I. Open the damn door.
If you have a plan, I'll happily bless you with mine and the spirit's guidance.
So what, we don't know what's down here, right?
Treasure. Great things that I need.
Sure. Okay. I'll open it then. I'll try.
Thank you.
Ira will go ahead and place a hand on the door like 4 did.
Rosa will also put a hand on Ira and give her some guidance.
Ooh.
The door does not budge. It's a solid, sealed stone door.
Oh,
Well-
okay.
She walks over to Aldous and puts her hand on her shoulder and gives her guidance.
Okay. And I am going to try to open the door.
Just you?
Yeah. I try.
The door is not budging.
All right, Badger, you're up.
Yeah, eyebrow raised at the male maiden and puts her hand on the shoulder and asks guidance.
Adair will walk over to the door, again, trace over the words on it, close his eyes, and push on the door to see if it opens.
It doesn't budge.
Okay, well, with the blessing
Thank the
of,
moon. Sorry.
Dare, you said with the maiden's blessing.
One of
That
us needs
is-
to sneeze.
That is correct.
Rosa
Well-
walks up to the door and casts guidance on
The door feels possessive about itself. It feels it's got success in its life.
It's filled with determination.
Okay, so, well, I asked for the blessing of the Snow Maiden to allow us to open the door. I'm gonna wait a little bit and see what happens, if anything happens.
The door is still a door. A moment passes.
And I try to open the door this time.
Stone grinds on stone.
And I am going to push harder on the door.
These great vast sleeves of this door grind open, and this stale air out from within that's not been disturbed for years. And you see the torchlight flickering on the chamber within. It's not a very large chamber. It's only about 20 feet long, 10 feet across. And you can see me sizing out things in feet, yes. And in the center of it is raised plinth on which lies a large stone, I guess the correct word is sarcophagus, like a stone casket, carved with the shape of a warrior on the top of it, light flickering across the occasional hint of inlaid metal into the stone. And leaned around on sort of either side and set on the floor, you see grave treasures. Everything from caskets of gold coins, lumps of misshapen silver, statuettes of gods carved from wood and gilded, this glittering mass of treasures. But standing out in the center of it, leaning up against the side of the tomb, are 3 things. The first is a large, rather shiny axe, a great axe, with intricate runic carvings leading up and down it. Just seems to radiate power and call inwards anyone with a warrior's temperament. One side of it is a small casket. It's made of sort of, almost looks to be roughly hewn driftwood. Just this small casket. The floor around it seems damp. This pool of water settling around it. And off on the other side of the axe is a small wand, barely even a wand, about this long, formed of glass, broken at both ends, settled on the floor. It doesn't look much. It's undecorated, unadorned, just resting up beside the axe and the box.
Rosa beelines for the wand.
Nicely done. I knew you could do it. I'm going to slap Aldous on the butt as I walk in. I am going to go. So there's a wand. Rosa's getting the axe, and then what else?
A small box.
No, I'm getting the wand, not the
made
axe.
of like a driftwood. It's the floor around it damp. As you draw closer, you can hear
On the box.
the sound of waves washing up against the shore, and you hear a voice in the back of your mind, a bubbling, yes. I can't do bubbles.
Wonderful. Thank you all. You've all been a joyous help. I'm going to grab the box, put it underneath my arm.
Rosa, we've encountered a wand very similar to that one. It looks like the same wand, right, DM?
It looks very similar to the ones that you have. It's slightly shorter, and this one is supposed to be broken at both ends rather than one end, like the one you had. But other than that, the same plain glass wand.
Rosa, we've encountered the same type of wand, and it was not a pleasant experience, so please be careful.
Did you touch the wand, Rosa?
I head towards it, but I kind of like await any guidance, like any voice. Like she kind of like goes to, but before even like.
Careful. Careful. You have done your task. You brought them where they needed to be. Aldous.
I say to 4, before he walks out the room, wait.
I'm not walking out the room.
Oh, well, so right after you
Yeah.
grab the item. Wait, that's stealing. You need to ask permission first. And she points at the casket.
Are you serious? I'm not talking to a stone. Can I take the box of water? Please.
There is no response.
you should probably leave something in its place.
All right, fine. I'll drop all 12 gold that I have.
Clunk. Clatters to the floor.
I don't need it anyway. Take it here, tip as well. You've all been joyous, wonderful people to meet. I can't wait to forget you. Rosa, are you ready?
We'll do the same.
I'm waiting. She kind of just, like, has no idea what to do. This is like the first time we've seen her look unsure and confused.
Ira will walk up and she'll take hold of Rosa's hand like she did earlier to her and just, I mean, take it, but at your own risk. I'm here for you, though.
Oh, it's not for me.
Who's it for?
She kind of looks around at all of you and just,
You.
Oh, it's for me.
The group, I don't know.
Oh.
Run! They're coming! They're coming! Rosa, you hear the spirits anxious, and you can hear off further down the corridor outside, you can hear the sound of footsteps growing louder. Run! Your task is done. Run!
Rosa smiles at Aira and then just pegs it for the door and then grabs Four and tries to drag him along with her.
Oh, see, we're heading out. I promised payment. I'm gonna take off my satchel. See if it works for you. Throw the satchel. And can I close the door?
The big stone door?
Yeah, is it possible or no?
Just lock them in.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Cool, I'm gonna close the door.
The great stone, it seems to slam shut easier than it opens, and through the grinding of stone, the door closes.
And on the other side, terribly sorry, can't wait to take the ship though. And I'm going to leave.
Alright, so as Rosa and Four, you see coming down the corridor towards you, like, a small group of Gith guards, and as you flee away down and out, having found possibly what you came for, and as our party is now trapped, well, 3 of our party trapped in the tomb of King Kjalmar himself, as it's getting late, that is where we're going to finish for this week.
Yay!